All right, mic check, mic check. I'm going to get this thing party going in just a second. Going to make sure I can get the a clear view going there. Let me do a mic check, mic check. Let me know if you can hear me out there. Let me see here. I'm going to do a check. It's always interesting to make sure. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Miguel. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Wanda. Hey, look, as you're joining on right now, do me a favor, look right below the video, and just let me know you can hear me so I can make sure that I'm coming in loud and clear as I'm on the ones and twos right now. So do me a favor, if you're just joining on, say, I'm ready, we can hear you. Hey, Lori Johnson, just put, I'm ready, we can hear you. I'm getting everything geared up, queued up. Doing a couple things right there. All right, someone said we can hear you. I think that's Lori Johnson that said we can hear you. B. Jaquinla, hope I got that right. Jeter says we can hear you. You know, it's always good to be heard. It's good to know that folks can hear me. Let me do a check to all of my entrepreneurs, all of my business owners, all of the superstars who show up every single day to make a difference in the lives for someone else. Hey, Kat, let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. I think I'm cutting myself off, but let me know you can hear me as well. Jessica says, I'm ready. We can hear you. Hey, Jessica, where are you calling in from? I mean, where are you watching from? Lori LJ Johnson said, yes, loud and clear. Mic check, mic check. All right, all right. Kat says we can see you, which is good because it's always good to be seen, because imagine if I was presenting and talking and no one could really hear me. And, you know, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever time it is for you, we've got a very, very special episode we're doing on the lab. And the lab is a place where sales visionaries come together to really work on their sales and marketing solutions that are out there to make a difference in the world. Hey, Jackie Hurd, how you doing? Jackie Hurd said, hey, Shay from Atlanta. Hey, Jackie, we're going to be broadcasting. We're going to be in Atlanta, I think, in about 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward to coming back to Hot Atlanta. I love Hot Atlanta. Right now, I'm currently in Miami. Don't hate. I'm in Miami. Don't hate, but it's all just amazing. Hey, I see we got none other than the one and only, the Regina Robinson, who just joined in. Hey, Regina Robinson, let me do a shout out to you. Make sure as you're joining on, by the way, take a moment for all of my entrepreneurs that are listening, for all of my sales visionaries. Do me a favor, look right below the video, and say, it's my time. Hashtag sales visionary. That's our check-in. It's my time. Hashtag sales visionary. Let me say it again. It's my time. Hashtag sales visionaries. That's what I want you to put right below the video, because a sales visionary, as we've said over and over and over again, a sales visionary understands that sales helps you develop the resources that you need in your business in order to execute the vision that was given to you. So if you're hearing that definition for the very first time, Lori L.J. Johnson said, it's my time, hashtag sales visionary. Let's just do a check-in. Let's do an announcement. Let's let the world know that we are not sales people. We're not sales professionals. We are a sales visionary. Why? Because a sales visionary understands that sales just helps you develop the resources that you need in your business in order to execute the vision that was given to you. Kat said, it's my time, hashtag sales visionary. Hey, Shantae, I got your message earlier. Make sure you look below the video like Jessica's doing and put, it's my time, hashtag sales visionaries. I'm asking all my sales visionaries just to check in for a moment. This is a very special day because for like a number of you watching right now, here's what's cool. This is a new month. This is a new day. This is a new opportunity. And for some folks, today is going to come and go like it's no big deal. But for us entrepreneurs, for us sales visionaries, for all of my speakers, my authors, my coaches, my trainers, you know one thing, today is like a mini January 1. That's right. Today is like a mini January 1. Think about it. It doesn't matter what happened last week. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. The only thing that matters is what you're going to do going forward. And I'm going to lay out the roadmap. And I've got some friends of mine, they're super friends, who are going to be joining shortly. And they're going to be helping us develop this roadmap in order so we can keep a consistent, predictable, reliable stream of prospects in our pipeline. So why do I say that? Because today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Do you remember how excited you were back on December 31st after a couple of drinks on the back of a napkin? You kind of wrote down your goals, that this was your time. This was your year. This was your moment. Things were going to be different, and they will be, but we're going to reset the clock. We're going to slow down for a moment just so we can speed up. That's right. We're going to slow down for a moment just so we can speed up. So I want you to look right below the video, and write these words. Write these words. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary. Precious Brown, I see you. Donna, I see you. Go ahead and write down today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary, because today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Why? Because you're going to implement another idea. Why? Because you're going to be more consistent. Why? Because you've decided to step up, step out, and make a difference in the world. So look right below the video, and write these words. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary. That's right. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary. That's important to me. That's really important to me that you do that. Precious said, today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary. Markeith, I saw you text me, but I didn't see it. I'm going to bring you in for a moment because I want you to talk about that today is your January 1st. And then Jill, if you're out there, let me know you're there. I'm going to bring you in right now because today is your January 1st. Markeith, I'll be coming to you in just a moment. That's your cue, by the way. That's your cue. I know we're going to bring some folks on later on, but I just want Markeith to kind of talk for a moment about today is your January 1st. And what is a sales visionary? Donna, I see you. Today is your January 1st. Spalding, I see you. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag sales visionary. Now, what is a sales visionary? Like, really think about it. Here's what a sales visionary is. And someone put this definition below because people would text me saying, Shay, what in the LL Cool J is a sales visionary? Markeith, let me tell you what it is. A sales visionary is someone who understands this. They understand that sales is just how you develop. Sales helps you develop the resources that you need to execute the vision you have in your business. So sales helps you develop the resources that you need in order to execute the vision that was given to you by God for yourself. You got a vision for yourself. You got a vision for how you want to live. You've got a vision for how you want to serve the world. Marquis Braddock says, I'm having some car trouble problems and walking to a tow truck to get home. No problem, Marquis. No problem. I got you. Cazette White, I see you out there. So for my sales visionaries, I see you, Lori. Today is my January 1st. For my sales visionaries, you understand this one concept. That sales helps you develop the resources you need in your business to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve, and for your loved ones, and for your own vision. So why do I say that? And why do I want you to see yourself as a sales visionary? Number one, it's the highest form of sales. That's number one. Number two, this is very important. Don't miss this. Number two, you can't hate your vision. You can't hate sales and love your vision. No more than you can love your vision and hate sales. So we've got to change this negative connotation around sales, just about helping people try to do something they don't want to do. We got to shift this paradigm out there so people understand that you're not a sleazy car salesman. You're not trying to convince someone to do something they don't want to do. No. You know that selling equals service. Selling equals service. Hey, Michelle, selling equals service. Go ahead and jot this down. Someone write this right below, and then we're going to help you develop a continuous flow, a pipeline. We're going to talk to Cassette White tonight. We're going to talk to Jill. We're going to talk to Warren. We're going to have a conversation, and together as a tribe, we're going to help everybody. But everyone jot this down. This is a very important distinction. I've got to teach this before I get going, Silver. I've got to teach this, and here it is. Write these words. I love my vision. I love sales. I love my vision and I love sales. I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. Go ahead and jot this down in your notes. And Jill, I'm going to continue from yesterday, Jill. I said I'm going to call you. I see you popped on. I'm going to come to you in just a moment. But everyone jot this down. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. Silver, I see you. She says, I love my vision. I love sales. Precious S. Brown. Precious is amazing, by the way. She says, I love my vision and I love sales. See, as long as you love your vision, then you've got to find a way to execute it. You're like Noah. Remember Noah from Noah's Ark? Hey, Michelle, I see you. I love my vision and I love sales. Michelle Nicole says, I love my vision and I love sales. I'm trying to go B. Jacqueline Jetta says, I love my vision and I love sales. See, you got to think about Noah. And there is no way Noah, although he was given a vision by God, doesn't matter who you believe in. I'm not getting into that tonight, but I'm a believer. And so as a believer, I believe that Noah got the vision from God, right? It's just what I believe. And so he had to execute this vision, Natalie, and he can't execute the vision without the resources. He doesn't build the ark. He doesn't save the world. He doesn't make a difference. And so Precious says this concept has changed her life. See, you are a sales visionary. You've got a vision for yourself. A sales visionary understands that sales helps you develop the resources that you need in your business to execute the vision that was given to you to serve the people. Now, we talked about yesterday on another episode for all my podcasters. Hey, Michelle, vision is the key. Vision is the key. Vision is the key. That is so true. That is so true. Hey, for all my podcasters who are listening in right now on audio, you can go over to happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Again, www.happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. And when you get over there, you can put like Cazette White did from California. Cazette, we're coming to you tonight. She put, I love my vision and I love sales. See, as long as you embrace selling, as long as you understand that selling equals service, as long as you understand that when you serve, you have more meaning in the world, the money will come. As long as you understand as a sales visionary, when you impact more lives and you impact more businesses, you're going to make more income. Let me break that thing down one more time. Hey, Saccone Prince, he says vision is the key. That's why I said, you know what? I'm going to develop sales visionaries. I'm going to think sales visionary, think sales visionary, think sales visionary. Why? Because you can make $1 and a difference at the same time. Hey, Regina Clayton, I see you out there. I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. So you're a sales visionary. That's who you are. Don't let anyone ever call you a salesperson, a sales professional, a sales superstar. You say, look, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a sales visionary. I've got a vision for how I want to serve. And this vision is much bigger than myself. It's much bigger than my team. And I need a whole organization. I need a community like Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe in order to implement this vision. Now, in just about 2 minutes, I'm going to go to Jill. Now, Jill, that's your cue. I'm going to give you a few minutes, Jill, to have a conversation. Last night, Daryl. Hey, Daryl, thanks for joining, man. Let us know where you're coming from. Hey, Nisi, thanks for joining. What's up? Let us know where you're coming from. Jill, we're going to come to you. I'm going to do something that I only did one time. That was on the last episode, like just the last episode, where I clicked this button and I brought someone in live. Now, look, we don't have no fancy tools. Don't worry about it, Trevor Odds. We don't have no fancy lights. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not showing you a bunch of cool, slick slides and videos. Don't worry about it. But I promise you, hang in there tonight. Myself and all of my super friends will change your life, will implement the POI strategy, and you will make more sales with less effort because you are a sales visionary. That's right, Precious. Sales visionary helps you develop the resources that you need in order to execute the vision that was given to you. That is so true. So y'all got it. Y'all are all sales visionaries. Y'all are all amazing. Y'all are just some cool, uber, super excited people. Look, here's what I believe. And I'm coming to you right now, Jill. I'm getting ready to hit the button, Jill. But here's what I believe. Maybe if you believe this, just hit the heart button. Just hit the heart button. I believe as a sales visionary, you can make $1 and a difference at the same time. Hey, how you like that? If you believe as a sales visionary, when you execute your vision that you have for the people that you were called to serve, that you can make $1 and a difference at the same time, just hit the heart button. Just hit the heart button. That's just the secret signal to me and you and everyone else that you know what? We can make $1. We can make a difference. We can have more meaning because we are what? Sales visionaries. Matter of fact, someone look right below the video. I want to say that. Look right below the video and write these words. Make $1 and a difference at the same time. Hashtag sales visionaries. Hey, Trevor, that might be our tagline. Make a difference. Oh, he said, okay. Make a difference and $1 at the same time. Hashtag sales visionary. Make a difference and $1 at the same time. Sales visionary. Okay, I'm going over to Jill. Now, we're having what's called Ask the Expert. And I'm going to bring Markeith on later. I'm going to bring Cazette on just a moment. And I may even call on you to come on live with me right now. And we're going to walk through the POI strategy, which is person of influence, together. So let me get ready to hit the button over here. Hold on. They showed me how to do this yesterday. And I learned. And I told myself that I can do whatever I want to do. Okay, I'm hitting the button. Okay. Okay. Bringing a friend. Okay. All right, holla at your boy here. Okay, let me see if I can find Jill. All right, Jill, I think I got to type your name in. Let me go here. All right, Jill. All right, Jill, send me a request. Oh, there she goes. Okay, let's see. I think this is her. All right, Jill, I got to go back in the feed. Hold on. Hold on, Jill. I'm trying to figure out how to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Someone said you don't have to get it right. You just got to get going. Jill and I, we don't practice these things, by the way, because I'm out serving all day. Jill, here we go, Jill. Uh-oh, ouch. All right, add. Okay, Jill. We get this thing to work. All right, it's waiting for you, Jill. And let's see if it works.
We're going to check it out.
We're going to check it out.
All right, mic check, Jill.
Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks so much for having me again. You guys did a great job of helping me yesterday. So I'm staying up late to get my part 2.
And you stand up late to get your part 2. Now, don't forget, Jill, you need your headset. That's number one. So she's going to put her headset on so it's for everybody. And what we're going to do for those folks that are listening, we're going to fix it. He said make $1 and a difference at the same time. All right, there we go. Earplugs. All right, mic check, Jill.
Mic check, 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 3.
Okay, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Salt and pepper in the house.
Right.
The real salt and pepper is in the house. Okay, Jill. Now I got to do a quick recap, Jill, and I want you to help me out because we implemented yesterday the POI strategy. And the POI strategy is a concept where you first draw a triangle. Do you remember that? Now, do you have a piece of paper near you? Because we're going to do a quick 2-minute recap. Because this is oh, you already have it. Okay. For those folks that are tuning in for the very first time, the #1 challenge that is faced by entrepreneurs, whether you're very new and very green and just getting started, hey, Michelle Pillow, or if you are a seasoned veteran, the one thing they have, Jill, going on is the challenge is how do I get in front of more qualified people on a continuous basis so I can solve a problem? Because we understand that people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem when? Today. So repeat after me. People will pay me today if I help them solve a problem
today.
We're in the problem-solving business. Let's say the last sentence. Look, Jill, you got to say the punchline. We are in the problem-solving business.
We are in the problem-solving business.
So why don't you tell the audience right now to look right below the video.
Okay.
And write these words. We are in the problem-solving business. Hashtag sales visionary. So have them all write that down.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So write down right below this video, you guys. Go ahead and type, we are in the problem-solving business. Hashtag sales visionary.
All right. Now that's good. Now I'm gonna do a mic check. Y'all let me know if you're having trouble hearing me. I know some of you can hear me, and someone put in there that we're breaking up, but I think they're kind of behind us right now. So what Jill was asked is everyone look right below the video, and put, we are in the problem-solving business, hashtag sales visionary.
Precious Brown is out there, by the way, G. I don't know if you know Precious S. Brown.
Yes.
And she said, people will pay me today if we help them solve a problem today. We're in the problem-solving business. Now, Jill, just POI strategy. Can I do a quick recap? And then we're going to jump right into it. We're going to help you develop POIs. And then Cazette has agreed to join on, and she's coached and worked with a number of different folks. And then she's going to share some insights. We're going to learn about her. POI for those folks that are joining. Hey, Lori. Hey, Michelle. You first draw a triangle. And at the top of the triangle, you write POI. So everyone write POI. And Jill, what does POI stand for?
Person of influence. And I know you're going to tell them they're going to have to get in contact with some people of person of influence. And I'm sure you're going to say what that is, unless you want me to tell them.
I am. No. Well, if you want to tell them, you can. A POI is a person of influence. What that means is that everyone you know has a network. But not everyone is a POI. What makes them a POI is they have your customers inside of their network. So they have your customers inside their network. So at the bottom of the triangle, you're going to write customers. You're going to write customers. You write customers. So write that down right now. And so you got a POI, person of strategy at the top, person of influence at the top. You got customers at the bottom. And there's one question they need to ask themselves every single day. D. Bowden put person of influence. Hey, Real Quara, thanks a lot. She said, we are in the problem-solving business. They're writing, Jill, we're in the problem-solving business. We're in the problem-solving business. And that is so true. Now, Jill, show them the chart. If you got the chart, just show them the chart because they can see it. And Jill joined on just to be transparent. This is not something that was prepared. She just said, I'm here to serve. And so we're going to help her out. Now,
okay, I'm going to show you mine, but I did write a lot of tips on the outside. So don't pay attention to the outside. I can write another one if you need me to. Because this was all tips they gave me. But I remember you saying put person of influence at the top. And then I put who has my customer in the middle. And then at the bottom, I put customer. These other things are strategies and notes I got from last night. But if you want me to do a clean paper, I can. I should do a clean one?
No. No, keep that paper. I'm giving them a quick recap. They can go back and watch the episode from yesterday over at happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Again, happyentrepreneurs with an S, tribe.com. Hey, Susan out there making it happen in Canada, my sales colleague. Great to have you on. Thanks for joining. All right, so the question we ask ourselves is, who has my customer? Who is someone I can go to and influence one time and have access to their network? The example I gave yesterday, Jill, was Starbucks. And Starbucks was sitting around and they had no customers, just like many of you. Hey, Valencia Goodson, they had just like many of you. And they were trying to think about who has my customer? Who has my customer? So they played a game at the boardroom. Now imagine executives, just like Jill, just like you, we're sitting around and we say, who has my customer? And someone raised their hand and said, ooh, I know. You remember Arnold from Horse Shack, by the way? Remember, you don't remember Welcome Back, Carter? Oh my gosh, you don't remember? Oh, I'm getting too old. Oh my, I know someone out there has watched Welcome Back, Carter. If you watch Welcome Back, Carter, or you know about Welcome Back, Carter, say, I hear you, Shay. Just put, I hear you, Shay. Welcome Back, Carter was an old show, by the way, and it was this guy named Horseshack. He always said, ooh, me, and he would raise his hand. Okay.
That might have been, that might have been like, it's almost, we ain't gonna talk about it. It's okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I saw it on TNT. That's what I saw it on, like Ted Turner, old plays. Now, someone, a nurse says, I hear you, Shay. Precious say, I hear you, Shay. Jill, I don't know where you was growing up. Nadine says, I hear you, Shay. They know about Horseshack. What's up? Okay,
I'm a millennial.
So I just,
I think maybe you guys are Xers.
I'm also
no, you're not a millennial.
I'm a millennial right here, baby. Right here in heart, baby.
I think you're a Gen Xer, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the question was asked by Starbucks, who has my customer? Then we're gonna help Jill out. Jill, since we had to go into a little, Welcome Back Carter episode. And so someone said Barnes and Nobles. So Starbucks put a strategy together, Cynthia. They put a strategy together to get into the 543 Barnes and Nobles. And then someone else says, who has my customer? So who's a POI? You don't sell the POI, you go to them. And someone said airports. And when you walk into any airport, Jill, and you've been to airports, what do you always see there?
Starbucks.
Starbucks, that's right. Valencia Toll says, hey, Jill, Bullock, and Shay. Okay. Hey to you too, by the way.
Hey.
Tell us where you're from, by the way. Tell us where you're from. Okay. And so then someone says, who else has my customer? We're doing a POI strategy, person of influence, the #1 strategy that I learned from my mentor 15 years ago. And someone said grocery stores. Now, if you live on the East Coast and you go into a Whole Foods, you go into a Giant or even a Safeway, you'll find a what?
A Starbucks.
That's your cue. That's good. That's good. That's good. You know, you're doing good. You're doing good. Don't worry. She's like, oh my God, what's going on? Don't worry. Everyone do me a favor, because we're going to help her out real seriously right now. Everyone just say, Jill, you're doing a good job. Just put at Jill Bulluck, Bulluck. You're doing a good job. She's nervous. Just put at Jill Bulluck. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. He's too
and
funny.
you look fine, by the way. You look fabulous, by the way. Don't worry about don't worry. Your husband's happy. I'm happy. The audience is happy. Everyone's happy.
Thank you.
So they're putting right now, Jill, you're doing a good job. So you can relax. The pressure's coming down. Just breathe. Breathe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, Jill. All right. Now, Valencia Tool says, Jill Bulluck, you're doing a good job. Precious says, Jill Bulluck, you're doing a good job. Sakoni Prince says, Jill, you're doing a good job. Michelle says, Jill, you're doing a good job. Someone just texted me and says, what does Jill even do? Because Jill thinks the whole world knows her, so I'm going to tell her to tell you guys what she does. Natalie says, Jill Bulluck, you're doing a good job. Lorena says, Jill, you're doing a good job. So now, Jill, we're going to help you develop POIs. And POIs is personal strategies. Now, I want you to think of how you can implement this in your business as I work with Jill. And then, because that's going to come on in a few minutes, she's going to share. But Jill, tell us, what line of business are you in? Hey, Anisha, I see. She says, her glasses are always so cool. You talking about your glasses? I need some glasses. Can I get some glasses? Let me put my glasses on. Do I have some cool glasses? Because I can now see y'all. I need mine for reading. That's why I can't see you. Cazette said you're doing a good job. Don't worry. Cazette agreed last night to come on. So I'm going to hit the button in a minute. I'm going to find out if she comes on. Last night she said she had rollers in her hair. I said, it doesn't care. We don't care about your rollers. Oh, nobody cares.
You are too much.
All right, Jill.
So you would.
We got a couple of minutes, and I got to help you out, and the audience is going to help you out as well. So, audience, I want you to listen. All of the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, you have responsibility right now to listen to Jill. She's going to share what she does, and then we're going to help her develop POIs, because most people, the average sales visionary, this is the bottom person, they work with 1 or maybe 2 POIs on a monthly basis, maybe. 1 or 2 people, they're trying to get access to their network as a strategy. The great sales visionaries, the superstars, the amazing sales visionaries, they work with 25 to 35 POIs every single month. And so the mission today is for us to help Jill, and then we're going to help Cazette really generate and have 25 POIs. So Shayla says, she's there. She's going to watch the replay as well, Jill. So she wants to hear what you got to say. Shayla Sander. I'm meeting some people for the first time. Okay, so tell us what you do, Jill. Everyone listen. Everyone listen. Jill, go ahead.
So what I do is I work with young singles to create a life they love and attract and keep the love of their life. So that's pretty much what I do in a nutshell. I do that generally through. Okay,
so say that one more time, because I don't hear how you do it. Just so the audience knows who your target audience. Tell them once again what you do. You're listening for the problem that Jill solves. Now, Jill is telling us what she does. I want you to write down what you do, because I'm going to have you in a moment write into the group what you do. So, Jill, tell us again. And this is unprepared, unrehearsed. She ain't know what she was going to do. She just here. Go ahead, Jill.
So I work with young singles to create a life they love and attract and keep the love of their life. Generally, the women I work with tend to be successful in every other area of their life, but when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, they're just not progressing. They're experiencing dead-end relationships. They're experiencing maybe have been brokenhearted, maybe divorced, but for whatever reason, their relationships are not thriving, and they want that to shift. They want this healthy, happy love, but they don't know how to manifest that in their life, and I come in and help them to do just that.
All right, so she helps with wives in waiting or single women and help them find love to be in a relationship and to get married. Now, if you understand the problem that she's solving, look right below the video and put, I got it, Jill. put I got it at Jill. Put I got it at Jill. That's a signal that you understand who Jill works with. So you're going to write right below the video. I'm going to have her say it one more time, and then we're all going to help her. You, me, and everybody's going to help her generate POIs right now. So Jill, tell them one more time what you do. Karen, thanks for joining. Look right below the video and put I got it at Jill. Go ahead.
Okay, so I help young singles create a life they love and attract and keep the love of their life.
Okay. And keep and you said keep the love of their life. Let me say
it again. I help young singles create a life they love and attract and keep the love of their life. And actually, sometimes I also say I feel like I want to change it. What do I say? I help.
No. That's fine. You have to change it. I'm looking here at the feed, and Anissa saying I got it. Cazette saying I got it. Precious is saying I got it. Michelle saying I got it, and I'm assuming that other folks that are watching right now, they're saying they got it as well.
I do want to add something though, because I help young singles create a life they love and attract and keep the love of their life that leads to a lasting Christ-centered marriage. So I don't always have to say, well, I'll just say it like that. So it is important that they want to get married, because I don't help people get hooked up or just get a long-term boyfriend. My objective is to take women that are single who desire to be married to be married. So that's the important part.
Okay. Now, good job, Jill. Now, on the last episode, we kind of put Jill on a hot spot, and we came up with some POIs for her because she was really kind of struggling. She really didn't have POIs. Did you, Jill? You didn't have POIs back then. And so we gave Jill some POIs. Now, as you're watching right now, I want you to look right below the video, and I want you to write who would be a good POI, a person of influence for Jill. Now, her goal is to have 25 to 35 POIs, people of influence she's worked with on any given day. That's Jill's whole mission, right? So, and these folks get a long-term boyfriend or they get into a relationship, right? At least the marriage. So, Jill, what are some examples we gave you yesterday? Now, you look right below the video, and I want you to think right now, who would be a good POI, a person, maybe an organization, maybe a company, maybe a group that should partner with someone who has her customers. That means they have single women inside of their organization who would be a good POI for them. And as you're hearing that question, I want you to think about Starbucks. I want you to ask yourself, who has your customer? Now, Jill, Cazette White just jumped in and says, family therapist. Write that down, Jill. Write that down. Family therapist, because you didn't have that yesterday. Now, someone asked the question, will you work with mature women as well? Will you do that?
I generally don't work with women over 50 within my, for this.
And her target audience is women under 50, okay? Cazette White said relationship coaches. Put that down. Now, Anisha is helping out. Hey, Anisha, I owe you a phone call, by the way, so I have not forgotten, but I've been busy in Miami. You see, I got a little tan. But Jill, someone put down churches. I remember that from last night. Someone put down single mixers. You have that down. Now, here's how you can get single mixers. For those folks that are watching right now, Jill, you're doing a good job. Here's how Jill would use single mixers. And Cazette, thanks a lot. Cazette, I want to bring you on. So if you don't have your rollers out tonight, we're going to come to her, Jill. We're going to put her on the hot seat, right? Now, here's what I'd like you to do. You can go to Google, Jill. So go to Google right now, Jill. Let's just go to Google right now. And let's all go to Google. And here's what you would do. You would go to Google. I'm opening up my Google right now. And you would go to google.com and type in single mixer organizations. Just put single mixers. And let's find out what single mixers are going. Hey, yeah, that's fine. Within a 90-mile radius of it, that's fine. But let's first type in single mixers. Now, did you find any?
I have some things that are coming up under some different categories.
Okay, I got the fun singles. I've got a couple that are coming up on me.
I do see the fun singles.
Now, as you're doing that,
and I see
as you're doing that, right, now we're going to come back because now people are helping you out with groups. Karen Tunk says, I got it, family. That's good. Thanks, Karen. Valencia says, Mocha Mom groups. Have you heard of Mocha Moms?
I have heard of that, actually.
Okay, so Valencia told, will you tell us who are Mocha Moms? Mocha Moms. I know who Mocha Moms are, but for purposes of Jill. Now, Jill, you have a list going on here of POIs, right? And if she want to connect with Mocha Moms, she could just go right to Google, type in Mocha Moms, and get all of the Mocha Mom organizations within a 90-mile radius all across the country, because she can use the power of media and broadcast out, which we'll come back to. We're only trying to develop what? POIs. These are people of influence that she can work with, by the way. Now, someone put in colleges. Now, Jill, you may not have colleges down right now, but there are single women in colleges. I promise you. I went to HBCU. Shout out to HBCUs, Morgan State. Yo, baby. I know.
You went to Morgan State?
Kappa stuff at my age. You just learned that?
Yes.
Of course I went to Morgan State. I went to HBCU.
I went to Morgan State for grad school. Man.
Did you know that?
What?
Okay. Well, you went there for undergrad. Okay. I went to grad school at Hopkins right around the corner. So we just kind of flip-flop back and forth. All right. So they're single. Okay. Now, someone else put down Black Girls Run.
I've heard of it too.
Now, have you started working with any Black Girl Run organizations? Or have you worked with, now remember, we're just trying to get POIs. That means they have access to your network. They have single moms in their network. The whole goal is for you to work with 25 to 35 leads. Why? D. Bowden, I'm coming to you. Thanks a lot. Why? Everyone jot this down in your notes right now. This is why we're working on POIs. This is why we're working on prospects. I had a conversation with someone recently, Jill, and they're not having a closing problem. They're not bringing enough qualified folks. And I made this one statement that I think will change their life and change yours as well. And here it is. Leads represent hope. No leads, no hope. Everyone jot that down. You know, everyone look right below the video. Look right below the video and write these words. Leads, L-E-A-D-S, represent hope. No leads, no hope. No leads, no hope. No leads, no hope. So if you want to earn $25,000 in your business and you don't have qualified leads coming in, you have no hope. If you want to serve people because you are a sales visionary, that means you need to develop the resources to execute the vision that was given to you, and you don't have leads, you can't serve the people you were called to serve. Leads represent hope. Leads represent hope. No leads, Jill, no what? And if you don't have any hope, then it's kind of hard to really fulfill the vision you have. Would you agree?
That's a minimum. That's the minimum requirement.
Now that's our people perish for a lack of what? Vision, right? That is so true. Natalie put no leads, no hope. D. Bona put leads represent hope. Now, Jill, I want you to think. Someone else share what would be a good POI for Jill. Now, as we're going through this exercise for Jill, I hope you have a piece of paper out right now and you're writing down POIs for yourself. I'll go into how you have a sales logical argument. I'll go into how you find them later. We'll go into how you meet with them and what you can do to say in the sales conversation, your sales logical
go over
argument.
Tonight, the conversation, the pitch.
I'm going to try to go over it tonight. I'm going to get to a couple people tonight to help them with POIs because I want you to have a list. And here's why, Jill. The list of people who don't know you right now is so much longer than the list of people who do know you. So there's people out there that don't know you exist. Everyone jot this down. This is a golden nugget. This is a principle that I live by, that I tell myself every morning when I wake up, and it's a belief that I have. It's a principle, and here it is. Someone has the goal of finding you right now, Sandra. Someone has the goal of finding you to help them solve their problem. I saw my good friend Delator McNeil. He popped on earlier. He may still be on. He may not be on. But Delator will tell you is that you got to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. So you got to see the leads before you see it, or you'll never see it. So someone has the goal right now of finding someone just like Be Ye Transform Networks that's going to help them find love or prepare themselves to find love or prepare themselves to be the wife they want to be. That's what this is always talking about. Someone has the goal of finding you, Jill, and we've got to help them. And together we're going to do this, okay? We're going to do this together. I'm committed to working with you. I'm committed to it. Okay, so who else would be a good POI for Jill? Jill, tell them one more time. Some folks are just joining on, Jill, so they don't know. So tell them the problem that you solved.
So I work with young singles to create a life they love and attract and keep the love of their life that will lead to a lasting marriage. So, yeah, helping people find love and meaningful love that was going to lead to something greater.
So we're going to help her right now. So someone put down, I'm gonna throw this out there. One group you can work with is sororities. Now, have you thought about working with sororities, Jill? And I'm gonna stop asking that question. I don't want to keep saying no, Shay, no, Shay.
No,
but it's okay.
I mean, I have thought about it, but My thing is, once I have the lead, like before I contact a lead, you got to know what you're going to say. You got to have your pitch together. So that's like sometimes what my hurdle is.
All right, so we're going to shift her mindset right now. Her mindset right now is, give me the pitch, and then I'll go get my leads. What I'm going to suggest to her right now is she's first focusing on step one. Step one is I want you to have the first name, the last name, and the email of different POIs that you can contact. So when we get together, you'll see me talk about that later. When I talk about prospecting over the next week, is that you're going to have your list of folks, Jill, and then you'll make the pitch to them, okay? You follow me? So we're going to work on that. So Cazette White, I'm coming to you. Delator, I said your favorite saying out there. You got to see it before you see it, or you will never what,
see
Jill?
It.
You never see it. So sororities, if sororities is a good POI for Jill, one of the things that Jill can do right now is Jill can go to Google. She can type in sororities. Now, within a 90-mile radius, but across this world, and she get the name of the chapter, she get the name of the president, and she get the email. Does that make sense?
Francis say, I need her help. Inbox me.
You don't worry about Francis. Okay, Francis needs your help. Precious says she needs your help. I'm looking for a counterpart for Trevor Hines. He's going to need you. But you work with ladies.
We got somebody, Solanda, going to take care of Trevor.
Oh, okay. So see, so entrepreneurs have your customer. The question we're asking everybody, we're going over POI strategy. You are a sales visionary, right? Remember, now sales visionary, do you remember the definition of sales visionary, Jill?
Sales visionary, I don't.
Believe. Okay, a sales visionary believes that sales helps you develop the resources that you need in order to execute the vision you have for yourself, the vision you have for your loved ones, and the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So you need resources. So sales, okay, so everyone jot this definition down again. Now, I know some of you are joining for the first time, but this is a principle. And then Cazette, I'm coming to you. Cazette says, ask about leads to the other key people with the same organization, decision makers. Got it. She's giving, Cazette's out there giving some great ideas. Everyone jot this down so you have it in your notes. How many POIs should I work with on the list? Okay, Princess, the goal for sales visionaries, they work with 25 to 35 POIs every single month. That's right. Hey, Carla, how you doing? They work with 25 to 35 POIs every month. Now, let's talk about what a sales visionary is, and then I'm gonna let Jill go in a moment, but let's talk about what a sales visionary is. A sales visionary, they have one belief. They understand that sales, everyone jot this down, sales helps me develop the resources that I need in my business so I can execute the vision I have for the people I was called to serve. So sales helps me develop the resources. Sales helps me develop the resources. Sales helps me develop the resources that I need in order to execute the vision I have for myself, the vision I have for my loved ones, and the vision I have for the people I was called to serve. So just like Noah, he was given a vision by God, as we talked about, but he can't execute that vision without the resource. So you are no longer a salesperson. I don't work with salespeople. I don't work with sales teams. I work with sales visionaries. Do me a favor. If you're ready to serve, if you're ready to have more meaning, if you're ready to have more impact, write these words down. I am a hashtag sales visionary. I am a hashtag sales visionary. Look right below the video, and write these words. I am a hashtag sales visionary. I am a hashtag sales visionary. Just write those words because you believe that sales helps you develop the resources that you need in order to execute the vision that was given to you. Crystal Cunningham wrote the definition. So now that we understand that, Jill, I'm gonna ask you to say what you do again. And I want everyone to look below the video. I see you, Meredith Brown. Thanks a lot. I see you, Cazette. Thanks a lot. Michelle, I see you. Thanks a lot. I want you to tell them what you do, and then everybody's gonna give you one more chance, and then we're gonna give you some POIs. And in the next episode, we'll talk about how to work with them. And then Cazette, I'm gonna come to you. All right, Valencia, this is fun. Now, I want you to do this as well. I want you. And if you're out there, you're like, Shay, I need help. Shay, I need help. Shay, I need help. I can't help you all right now in the time I have. I'm only gonna do these type of online and helping businesses once a week. But here's what you can do. Crystal Cunningham said, I am a sales visionary. Sakoni Prince says, I am a sales visionary. CC Luxury says, I am a hashtag sales visionary. Guess what Jill is? Go ahead and Jill just said,
I am a sales visionary.
I love it. Okay, so hey Sandra, how you doing? All right, so Jill, tell them what you do.
Okay, so
tell them.
I help young singles create the life they love and attract the love of their life that will lead to a lasting marriage. Do you know anyone, or do you know any POIs, persons of influence, that I can reach out to see if I can serve them?
That was really good. What you would add on to that to make a good conversation better, at the end you would say, who do you know that has single women in their organization? So we're gonna change the language pattern. We're working a little bit on neuro-linguistic sales. Hey Andreas, hey Daryl Mack. This is a little advanced, by the way, Jill, but this is neuro-linguistic sales. Now we're gonna change what Jill said to make it more powerful and more persuasive. At the end, she would just add, who do you know that has an organization that inside it have single women under the age of 35. I'll just make that up. Under the age of 50, I think she said. So, Jill, can you read the list of POIs that just in the last 2 episodes that you now have scribbled around, scratched around? And as she's doing that, she'll go back in the feed Marion. She'll go back in the feed Kristen. She'll go back in the feed Andrea, and she'll see your comments. Go ahead and look right below the video, and I want you to write these words. Share what a good POI is for Jill. Who's a good resource? That means they're a POI, and they have her customers in their network. They have single women in their network. And someone earlier said entrepreneur network groups. There's so many of those, Jill. You can run out by just having that. Someone said chambers earlier, Jill. If you didn't put that down, put that down. You can go to chambers, and inside of chambers, someone mentioned single ministries. We talked about churches, but now they got specific because the riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. You're going to get very, very niche. Now, Natalie is helping me out. She said hairdressers. Write down hairdressers. They have your customer. Now, I don't know if you got that, but put that down. Don't, write it down now. Don't look at me. Write it down. Write it down. Jill is such a good student because hairdressers is really, really good because that said chambers. Crystal Cunningham said Boss Network. Now, write that down because maybe you haven't spoken to the Boss Network. Maybe you haven't had a POI strategy with them. Carla says lots of single teachers. Now, maybe you didn't have teachers down as a POI or teacher associations or PTAs. I love the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, by the way, because they all help out. They help each other out. Look, I want to give you all a hand. I'm appreciative. Jill's appreciative. For all of you out there, make sure you go over to happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Again, happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Join the tribe. Stay in this conversation. You help others. We all help each other because we have one belief. We believe the results that show up in our life are just as important as the results that show up in our bank account. We are sales visionaries. All right, Jill, with that, read your list. I'm going to let you go. Cosette, get ready because we're coming to you.
All right, so I have a lot of things on here. So workshops on, I'm going to give as many as I can. Just workshops on college campuses. Reach out to the First Lady of churches, women organizations, pastors of churches, bridal conferences and shows, churches, single ministries, single cruises, authors and creators of podcasts, teachers, Boss Network, hairdressers, entrepreneurial groups, chambers, family therapists, relationship coaches, single mixers, google.com, Mocha Moms Group, HBCUs, colleges in general, sororities, Black Girls Run, and I believe that's what I had here. Yeah. Okay, and I saw someone put wow, women of the word. Put that down. Wow, women of the word. Now, Jill, with that being said, I want you to know that you are amazing. Thank you.
You're incredible. You came on here. It was unscripted. It was unrehearsed. And you allowed us to help you in your business by you coming on. Other folks had questions. And I know I was talking to Mark Keith earlier, and he said all he did all day today was work on POIs. I talked to him. I said, look, before you do anything else, because leads represent what?
Leads represent hope.
No leads, no what? That's right. Leads represent hope. No leads, no hope. And so our number one job every day as business professionals is to generate leads. because we are in the problem-solving what? That's right. We're in the problem-solving business. Someone put women of action, WOA. I never heard of them. Women of action.
I got to go back.
Yeah. Jill's going to make a commitment. Jill, will you make a commitment to go back and read all the comments? Because I can't read them as fast as they're coming in, but they're out there working on your behalf.
Thank you so much.
Let me first say thanks a lot. Now, we're going to bring you back later, maybe later this week or next week, and we'll work on the sales logical argument. Like, what do you say to these POIs? You say, what is your pitch? But we're going to change that language pattern a little bit to what is the sales conversation that we're going to have, because I want you to understand your signature selling style, your buyer's profile, and then neuro-linguistic sales. That equals the sales visionary approach, because you're not in the selling business, you're in the vision business. And so we're going to talk about how we can have a conversation with someone, share our vision, and together we support each other. That makes sense?
Sounds good. All right.
Good. Jill, as we close out, why don't you give people just some closing comments, and then I'm coming over you, Cosette, but share some words of wisdom that you have. I'm going to put her on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give her 2 minutes. This is like 2 minutes of fame, by the way. And as she's doing this, do me a favor. Let's all give Jill a digital applause, because it takes courage. It takes guts. It takes someone who's crazy and nutty to jump online. Yesterday, she said, my hair is not done. And she put something on her head. But today, she got little glasses on. Like, I'm ready for Shay right now. I'm ready for Shay. So go ahead, Jill. Go ahead right now. Give us words of encouragement. And you the entrepreneur, look right below the video. Look right below the video and write these words. Great job at Jill Bulluck. Just put great job at Jill Bulluck. Put great job at what? Jill Bulluck. All right, Jill, you have your 2 minutes of fame. And then Cosette, I'm coming to you all the way in California.
All right.
She was doing all the typing earlier, by the way, Jill. We're going to see what she got to say.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone, for your support. What I want to say on my last couple words of encouragement here is, if you are single right now and you haven't found love yet, I want to tell you, don't be discouraged. That if you want love to manifest in your life, it will manifest in your life. And if you feel like things aren't been working out and you want to blame yourself, I want to tell you that it's not you. You may need to change your process, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And I want to encourage you to believe that you can find love again. What I shared yesterday, I'm going to repeat it again today, is that when it comes to love, a lot of times the number one issue is learning to trust again, because you've likely dealt with some betrayal. You likely dealt with someone cheating on you, lying, or whatever the case may be. And what I want to empower you to know is that you can trust again. But this time you're going to do it a little differently. Rather than just being a trust dealer blindly, you're going to make sure that you vet that person before you extend any trust to them, and that they earn your trust. Right? We have to put that trust has to be earned and not given. Trust is earned and not given. So know that if you want love to manifest in your life, it will. And all you have to do is continue to show up as the best version of yourself. Change your process. Be very intentional. Set standards about what you will tolerate. Set expectations about how you want to be treated, and go from there. And the biggest thing I could tell my singles and everybody that's on the sound of my voice, this is important for life. Have a good time. Release the pressure of, oh, is this the one? Is this the one? That's put so much pressure on you, put so much pressure on the other person. Put the focus on, can I just have a really good time and enjoy this moment and live today like it's my last, and really just go from there. So that's what I would say in my closing. So again, you can love again. And like you said, you got to have hope and moving forward and going from there. So thanks, everyone, for helping me out. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much, Shay, and so many other people that was on here tonight. So you guys have a great night.
Thanks, Jill. Bye-bye. You're amazing. I love that. I love that energy that came out. Wow. Look, we're working this. That was just Jill Bulluck who you heard. Jill Bulluck is amazing. She's incredible. She's helping women find love. She mentioned on the last episode, she's also helping folks that right now are challenged. And here's what I want you to know. The exercise wasn't about Jill, although I'm coming to you, Cosette White. I haven't forgot Cosette. Matter of fact, let me get Cosette in here. Let me find Cosette right now. Cosette, I'm going to be looking for you now. Let me see here. Let me see how to do this. I might have to talk to Trevor. He's going to have to find an easy way for me to do this than just scroll through these names. You know how hard this is. But, I hope I didn't lose you guys. Hold on. Let me go here. All right, Cosette White. Okay, here's Cosette. All right, Cosette, let me see. You might have to send me a request. Let me see here, Cosette. Hold on. Let me go back in here. Let me see if I can find her. Hey, Karen. Karen's on. Karen is so amazing, by the way. She's such an amazing person. All right. Okay. Let me see if I did this. Hey, the Acha's on here. All right, give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, let me go. Okay, say, Shay, you can do this. Okay, this is not working for me, but hold on. I'm not going to give up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to figure this thing out. It's only my second time doing this, but if others can do it, so can I. If they can do it, so can I. Everyone just put thanks, Jill. Just put thanks, Jill. So Jill will see that she's very thankful for what you did this evening, and she's very grateful for what you did. I'm going to Cazette right now. But I put thanks, Jill. She was so nervous. She was so worried of being on the spot. All right, thanks a lot, Nina. I can do this. All right, Cazette is sending a note to you now. So let's see, Cazette, who was doing all that typing. Let's see if she comes in. It's saying adding. That's good. That's good. Hey, Nina. Now, Nina, we'll talk about POIs from a LinkedIn perspective. That's a good conversation to have, by the way. Okay, Cazette, so it's trying to add you now. At least it's looking for you now. So let's see if it brings you in. Cazette request to join your phone. She did? I don't see it. Okay, let me go back. Hold on. Okay, it's adding Cazette in there now. It's saying adding, but it doesn't look like she's coming on. Hold on. We just finished with Jill. Hey, Zenobia, thanks for joining. Zenobia's amazing. She's incredible. I know. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go here. Now, Cazette, if I can't bring you on, I'm going to try it again. Then Zaccone Prince, we're going to see if you're around. Hold on, Zaccone. Well, Zaccone, let me see. Let me go here. I'm going to go back again. I know. Oh, hey, Karen. All right, let me see here. Hold on. All right. Okay, you can do this, Shay. Let's do this. All right, so Cazette, send me a request again. Let me see what I did wrong. I thought I did something right. Let me see here. Add. All right, bring her on. Add. There we go. All right, Cazette, it's trying to dial out to you now. And we're going to help her. What we're doing, everyone, is helping. We're using the POI strategy. And the POI strategy is a person of influence. And we know one thing, that we're all in business for one reason and one reason only, and that's to help people solve a problem. And our number one goal every day when we get up is to really find someone with a problem and then share with them how we solve it. So we find someone with a problem and then we share with them how we solve it. Okay, so Cazette, I'm doing my best here. It's saying adding, so I don't know. Maybe she stepped away. Hold on, let me give it one more. Let me try one more time. She's going to kill me. She's going to say, you really try. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, Betty. How's it going? I'm telling her to do it from her phone. She cannot be on the desktop. Oh, she's on the desktop now. Well, I tell you. All right. Well, rule number one, she can't do it from the phone. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay. Give me 1 second. Zaccone, send me a request while we're waiting on Karen. So send me a request, Zaccone, and I'll see if I can bring you on now. And if you're out there right now, you're like, hey, Shay, I want you to help me generate qualified leads, like POIs, people of influence, not just me, but everyone who's watching right now. We are committed to your success, and I'm going to do that as soon as I go over here. Hold on. It's saying do a search. Here's the viewers. I'm doing something wrong. I know I'm doing something wrong. Hold on. All right. Let me try one more time. Hold on. Bring someone on. It shouldn't be this hard. It really should. It really shouldn't be this hard. It should be easier than this. I'm gonna have to send Facebook a message. We should tag Trevor and say he's gonna have to come up with an easier system for me to do. Let me try one more time. Hold on. I'm not gonna. I said bring them on, but it's not letting me hit the button. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Okay, let's do this. No, this is tag a friend. We don't want to do that. Okay, we want to go here. Okay. All right, Zaccone, I think I just hit the button for you to come on. Let me see if it brings you on. 1 second. I should practice this, shouldn't I? That would help, wouldn't it? Okay. Add. Okay, let's see if it brings it on. All right. We are committed to helping fellow entrepreneurs. It's saying adding. It's saying, what are you doing? You're like, what are you doing? You got a headset on?
Hey.
Look at this guy. Were you like, look, I had no intent on calling Zaccone, by the way.
Okay.
He was just the last one on here, but he's here.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
And you popped up. Now, okay, just in all seriousness, everyone meets Zaccone Prince, who happened to have a headset on, right? He happened to be in front of his banner behind him. He happened to have the lights on. It's like, if he calls me, like, I'm be ready. Cosette, we're gonna come back to you, Cosette. Look, Zaccone. Okay, for people that listen to Zaccone, tell them what you do, and then Cosette, I'm gonna spend 5 minutes to 10 minutes with Zaccone because he's obviously ready. I mean, look at that. Does he look ready? Everyone say hi, Zaccone. Say hi, Zaccone.
Hello, everybody.
Cosette, hang in there, Cosette. Don't give up. Hang in there with your cell phone. We're gonna get you on tonight. All right, Zaccone. You've been watching Jill. What did you think about the exercise of POI?
Well, I think it's a great exercise because it really helps you to focus on who you can partner with in order to get that level of connection that you wouldn't normally have on your own. Yeah.
Okay. And for those folks that are listening, so you got the big headsets on, and everyone is out there, by the way, they're saying hi, Zaccone. This is Zaccone Prince. Zaccone, tell us what you do. And everyone that's listening, we're going to help Zaccone. We're going to provide some POIs, people of influence, to Zaccone. And then I see Lenona Hayward said, hey. Valoa Hill said, hey. So they're out there saying, hey, Zaccone is spelled C-I-C-O-N-E. C-I-C-O-N-E. All right, Zaccone, what do you do?
Okay. Okay, you're clear now. I think you are. Are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes, okay. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, I can.
So
yes.
Tell the audience what you do so they can be clear on how they can share POIs with you.
Okay, well, I do personal development. I actually help my clients understand their why. And I know that seems to be somewhat of a broad definition, but our slogan is we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And so I get.
All right, so purpose out there, Zaccone, let's kind of help them out real quick. Who are these people? So we can be a little more specific. Do you help entrepreneurs? Do you help people who have jobs? I mean, when you say you help people find their why, who are these people? And as you're listening, audience, you're listening for the problem that he solved and the type of target that he's targeting. So we're clear on he wants to work with these people and this is their problem. So I'm giving you some leading language. He wants to work with these type of people and here's the problem he solves for them. All right, Zaccone. Now I'm not being hard. I'm just
no. Thank you.
Help the folks.
Thank you. And,
okay.
And I work with business professionals and entrepreneurs to help and to solve, in fact, the problem of their purpose in the career field. In fact, we're not just talking about from a spiritual standpoint, but for them, in fact, to be able to actually understand why they're here. Even as my banner behind me says, "Are you climbing the wrong mountain?" And that is a metaphor which really it makes you look at your actual career and what you do for a living. And it came about.
Okay.
Because
so you work with entrepreneurs. If I can be specific, and we're just talking about entrepreneurs right now. So to help them out, hey, Ghazi, how you doing? By the way, Ghazi Muhammad's on. He's out there hanging out with us. Okay, so he works with entrepreneurs, and he helps them understand their purpose and their why. And so to simplify this for this particular episode, Zaccone, I'm going to narrow it down just for this episode because the riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. And Markeith is back. His car was down, by the way. It looks like he's out there, by the way. He's back on. Hey, Markeith, we're going to bring on Cosette in a little while. But we're trying to work with Zaccone right now. And he helps entrepreneurs find their why. He helps them find their vision. So who would be a good POI for you if I could ask that question, Zaccone? Who would you want to work with?
I would want to work with small business owners and managers who are seeking to be more productive and to increase their income.
Okay. So I'm gonna help you out here. So let's just say this: Zaccone wants to work with entrepreneurs. The purpose of the time that we have right now. And if you're out there right now, I want you to look right below the video. Look right below the video and share who would be a good POI for him if he works with entrepreneurs. He's helping them find their why. Now, I'm going to start off with a couple right now, Zaccone. And, I always ask the question, if I can, starting off, that do you work with or do you have any POIs in the local government who are actually taking on folks who have just filed for their LLC? So, for example, in order for me to become an LLC, I've got to go file, at least in Washington, D.C., I got to go down there and file papers so I can have a license to operate out of my house. Have you thought about working with multiple government agencies so that you have the information, which you can go online and get for those folks who just became entrepreneurs? Because you could reach out to them and make sure they understand their purpose and their why. They could be good POI. So the agency is a good POI for you. Do you have any government agencies, first name, last name, email, in different parts all over the country right now? Is that inside your database?
No, actually it's not.
Okay. So one of the things that you could work with right now, by the way, that would really be a good fit for you is you could start off by working with government agencies, right?
Okay.
Now, hopefully you're writing this down because this is for you. This is just for you. The other POI that was mentioned, and sometimes we can borrow other POIs. We can borrow other POIs. So if you're not working with that right now, for those folks that are listening right now, he works with entrepreneurs. He helps them find their why. We're looking for organizations that have small businesses or entrepreneurs inside of their organization. So I'm reaching out to the tribe, the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, and Valencia Toll, I think I got that right. She said minority business owners. Now, if you were sitting here today and you had just paid $1,500 for an hour session, and you and I were chatting, and you said, Shay, leads represent hope, and I want to make $50,000 a month for my whole business, I would say we got to develop some hope. Someone mentioned minority business owners. Now, there is an MBO, Minority Business Owners Association, right? One of the largest in the country. They have chapters all over the country, by the way. And I happen to know that because my brother was president of the Maryland, D.C. Minority Supplier Development Council. Write that down. The Minority Development Supplier Council. The Minority Development Supplier Council. Now, they work with companies that have finally gone through the 8A certification and getting their first contract. But they're also small business owners. Someone put down Minority Business Owners has a website that has in there different ones they can work with. Isn't that pretty cool? That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
Then I see Nina has reached out to you, and Nina has said, hey, what about churches or chamber of commerces? Now, that could be a good POI. POI is someone you can reach out to one time, and you have direct access to their network. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So one of the things that we want to do in the time we have, and we're going to come back, is we want to be able to develop people, not that you're trying to sell, but that you go to, and then we're going to come up with the sales logical argument on another episode. But I want everyone to be thinking about your own POI, and then below that, we're going to have access to their network. Who else would be a good POI for you, just based on what you've heard so far?
Well, I think that a good POI for me, in fact, would also be people in management, those who are trying to help actually, in fact, motivate people, and they need assistance. Again, if they're small business owners or if they're managers and they need to actually motivate their employee or workforce.
Right. So I'm going to give you two right now. Then we're going to come back and we're going to work with you. If you're out there, by the way, and you're like, Zaccone came on the spot. He didn't know he was going to be called on tonight. He had no idea. When I said I'm calling him on, he probably grabbed his headset, ran downstairs somewhere, plugged it in and said, I'm ready, Shay. I'm ready to hit the button. If that's you and you're like, Shay, help me with my POIs. Shay, I want to work with certified revenue coaches. I need 25 to 35 different POIs on a monthly basis so I can have consistent, predictable, reliable leads. This is called POI, person of influence, for those folks that are joining. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to text the word revenue. Text the word revenue. Text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. Someone put that down below. If you want to work with unlimited POIs, we're going to have a meeting with one of our certified revenue coaches. There's a revenue meeting. No cost to you, no PayPal needed, No Zelly needed. No Cash App needed. You just text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. Again, 202-999-3515. Text the word revenue, and then we'll have a meeting. We'll schedule a time to talk. Just you and I. I can work with maybe the first 5 or 10 people, and then we're gonna help you develop those POIs. Now I'm gonna give you some examples, and Dakota, you can go back into the feed, by the way.
Okay.
Nina put sorority chapters have economic empowerment conclaves. They said that, so you want to look at that. Someone else put down you can work with coaches, you can work with speakers, you can work with authors. I mean, these are folks who are just getting started, by the way, just getting started, and that's going to help you identify what small business owners. You can type in SBA associations, and many churches have ministries of business. And so those are just some PRs. You probably got about 10 or 15 right now. We'll come back. I'm gonna see if I can get Cazette on here. But you're out there, Malika. You're right. You can text the word revenue. Text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. And I've asked my team to work with everyone to help them develop at least 25 to 35 unique POIs that are unique to you. Now, remember, you can borrow POIs from other industries. So when someone's out there like that right now, Sakoni, you're out there and you're thinking, okay, what about real estate agents? What about insurance agents when they're starting their businesses? What about financial planners? Now, I want you to think through that. Now, you can drill it down a little bit further. You can say Black financial planners. You can say the National Association of Realtors. That's for Black realtors only. So remember, everyone jot this down in your notes. The riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. We're going to niche this thing down for him. Someone put colleges, folks who are business majors and maybe coming out and getting into the workforce or starting their own business. Someone mentioned earlier, and it was for Jill, they said hairdressers. Someone mentioned network marketers. Now I'm just giving you a few right now, Zakoni, because I want to get you going. Get your list together, email your list, because you're really good doing your homework. I know that. And then we'll bring you back on when I get into going to the next segment. We'll come back on and talk about what you can say to them. And I'm going to ask Nina. Nina's out there. She didn't know I was going to do this, but not tonight, Nina. But I'm going to bring you on maybe tomorrow. And we'll talk about how you can use LinkedIn as a way of developing POIs. And there's some very specific strategies that you can use where you can contact one person to get access to their network. This is huge. This is huge. Okay. So with that being said, Sakoni, I want you to take a minute or two, and everyone out there, do me a favor. Sakoni came on here. He had no idea. I'm coming back to Cazette. Cazette, I'm coming back to you. I haven't forgot you. Why don't we just say, great job, Sakoni, spelled C-I-C-O-N-E. C-I-C-O-N-E. He came off the cuff. He came off the spot. He just showed up. And I'm going to put him on the spot in just a moment because I'm going to ask him, this is your cue, buddy, way. I'm going to ask him to share at least give us 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes. I want him to share words of encouragement for folks out there who have fear, folks who are nervous, folks who are like, say, I don't want to get out there. I don't want anybody to know my business. I don't want anybody to think I'm an idiot. I haven't been able to do no type of talk on my vision because he's a sales visionary. He's a sales visionary. Nina said, great job. Everyone just look right below the video. Look right below the video. Put great job C. I like that. The kids spell name. I like that. Great job C. That's good, Rashida. That's good. All right, Sakoni. Take 2 minutes. And Cazette, get ready. I hope you have your phone ready. And then Cazette and I are going to have a conversation about POIs and also about how she helps women and help business owners today. I want to hear from her. I do. They're saying great job, by the way. Hey, Rhonda Johnson, thanks for joining. Okay, Sakoni, 2 minutes. Share what folks need to do that are fearful right now. And they've got to go out there and they're like, I got all these POIs, man, but gee whiz, I'm a little nervous calling. What if I say the wrong thing? What do you say when it comes to fear and how they can still take action? Well, take it away.
Well, one of the things that I know for myself is that somebody is waiting on you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what it is you offer. You are the aspirin to somebody's headache, and they are waiting on you. When I show up, they turn me off. They turn their head. They don't even listen. But when you show up with your gifts, your abilities, and your talent, you make the difference in their life. They resonate with you. They hear your voice, and they are attracted to what you're selling. But if you never open your mouth, If you never step out there, if you never say a word, they will never know that you are the answer they've been looking for. So you owe it not only to yourself, but to them to put yourself out there. And one thing I told somebody one time, you need to look for fear, grab it by the throat, and drag it with you towards your dreams. Look for fear, grab it by the throat, and drag it with you towards your dreams. Don't try to avoid it. Take it with you. Some people say do it afraid. Look for it. Make sure that it's a part of the process, because you are not going to always have everything together, but you still need to go. You can't wait till the time is right. You make the time right. You can't wait till it's perfect. You make it perfect. You do what you have to do because somebody is waiting on you.
I like that. Someone is waiting on you. Zaccone, you're amazing, by the way. You're incredible. I appreciate you joining on, stepping up. Develop those POIs, man. You're making a difference. And I love the idea that someone is waiting on you. Thanks a lot, my man. Zaccone is amazing, by the way. He's a business owner, married man, has children, is out there making a big difference in the world and shows up and often makes comments right below in the video. You'll find them in the happyentrepreneurstribe.com. Again, happyentrepreneurstribe.com. I'm going to ask Zaccone, who I love what he does. His videos are amazing. I had no idea I was going to do this, but I like where his heart is. He has a heart to give. He has a heart to serve, just like many of you out there. Zaccone, I'm going to ask you to do a favor. I'm going to ask if once a week, if you can give us words of encouragement and just do a special broadcast just for the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, my man. And you can record that and put that in there. And for those folks that are looking for a speaker, or they're looking for someone to be on their podcast, or looking for someone to be on their webinar, Zaccone is ready to show up and grab fear, by the way, and show up. Is that correct, Zaccone?
Yes, sir, it is. And thank you for the opportunity. I'll be happy to.
That's right, because he's a sales visionary. He's a sales visionary. Zaccone, you're a what?
I'm a sales visionary.
Oh, look at that. He's right on cue. Don't you just love the guy? Oh, this is crazy. Okay, I gotta go. We gotta go save the world, Zaccone. We got people that need help. They're sales visionaries, and they need the resources right now in order to execute the vision that was given to them. See, sales visionary means that you understand that sales is just how you develop the resources. For those who are just joining, how you develop the resources necessary to execute the vision that was given to you, vision for your loved ones, and the vision for yourself. See, here's the mantra. You can't say I hate sales and love your vision, because how do you get the resources necessary? So we've kind of changed that mindset. You know, they say change your mind, change your life. And the mindset is you are a sales visionary. I want you to tell you something. I am a sales visionary. I am a sales visionary. I am a sales visionary. And I want you to write these words right below the video. Write these words. You wrote them before, write them again. You wrote them before, write them again, because I want it edged in your head. I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. I love my vision, the vision that was given to you for you to serve the people you were called to serve. So I love my vision and I love sales. Sales is how you develop the resources you need to execute the vision. I am a hashtag sales visionary. So go ahead and write that right below the video. I love my vision. I love sales. I am a hashtag sales visionary. That's what I want you to tell yourself when you get up. And I'm only here to solve problems and make a difference in the world. I am a hashtag sales visionary. Write that down. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put, I am a hashtag sales visionary. I am a hashtag sales visionary. I'm a what, Zaccone Prince?
I'm a hashtag sales visionary.
That's right. You're a sales visionary because you understand that sales just really helps you develop the resources you need to execute the vision that was given to you by God to serve the people you were called to serve. It's the highest form of sales that most folks never get to. It is the mastery level, becoming a sales visionary. I love my vision and I love sales. I am a hashtag sales visionary. Mika, Courtney, I see you. Karen, Crockett, Cherry, I see you out there. I'm scrolling back down. Sandra, I see you. Kazette, I'm coming to you, by the way. I haven't forgotten. Loretta Bush says, I love my vision and I love sales. I am a sales visionary. Zaccone Prince has agreed. Zaccone, we'll do it on Monday. So Mondays, every Monday morning, he'll put the video right in there. Craig Talent said, I am a hashtag sales visionary. He'll put the video right in there every single Monday. He's made this up. I'm not writing the guy a check. He's doing it out of his heart. Right. He didn't ask. He has a heart to serve and a heart to give. So every Monday morning, he's going to bring us the message that we need so we can go out there and execute the vision that we have in our life, because he's a sales visionary. All right, my man. Thanks a lot, man. God bless.
You're welcome. God bless
I see my good frat brother out there. All right. God bless you.
All right.
Craig Talley is out there. Hey, Craig Talley, making it happen, man. That guy is amazing. Michelle's out there making it happen. Okay, so I'm coming over to you now as the Coney signs off. So the Coney's, he's going to moment, and then I'm going to go in there. I see you. I love my vision and I love sales. Everyone give him a heart. Everyone says, thank you, C. Just look right below the video while I'm doing this. Look right below the video. Let's give the guy a digital applause. Let's give the guy a little love. Let's give the guy a little love. Let's put in there, I put thank you, C. If you can't spell Zaccone, put thank you, C. All right. Y'all are rocking and rolling, man. Y'all are rocking and rolling. Y'all are amazing. Okay. I'm trying to get Cazette White. Let me see if I can get Cazette on here. If I can't, that's fine. But I'm gonna give it a good college try. So let me go over here. All right. So Cazette, you might have to send me a note if I can't get you on here. Let me see. Hold on. It can't be that hard. This is not it. That's not it. It can't be that hard. How hard can this thing be? All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and connect. Cazette. COZ. Cazette White. Okay. So I did that. I think I did that right. Let me see if I did that right. Where'd that go? Okay, that's not right. Hold on. All right, I did that right. Just give me 1 second. Karen Crocker says thank you. Murder says thank you, C. Okay, Cazette, I think I sent it to you. I think I sent you what you need, by the way. Let me know if you got it. I'm going to give it one more shot here. Let me see here. She said, Shay, bring me on. Hold on. Oh, they said you got to be on your phone. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Let me try one more time. If you're out there right now, you're like, Shay, I'm cool with it. Just bring me on and share me how to generate POIs. I'll do one more person before we close out. But I'm trying to get Cazette because I promised her I would do it. And I'm having a hard time making this thing happen. Okay. All right, here we go. Approve. All right, Cazette. Let me see if I got it, Cazette. Let me see if I got it, because we're not going to give up. Say, don't give up, Shay. Say, don't give up, Shay. I'm going to keep on trying. Say, don't give up. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting. All right. Cazette, it is now saying adding. Whew. Oh, boy, that was a lot of work. Oh, my gosh. All right, it's now saying adding, Cazette. Let's see if it brings you on here, my friend. Let me know if it's coming through. Now, you have to be on your phone, Cazette. I think you have to be on your phone. Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. Don't give up. Regina, I'm not giving up. I know you've been working with Cazette. April, don't worry. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to give it another shot. So it's trying to call you now, Cazette. Hopefully you see it coming through. We're going to give it a second just in case your phone has to connect. I'm adding some of you in here so y'all can watch it. Hey, Brian Daniel, thanks for joining, by the way. Thanks for joining. I'm adding some of you right now. Some of you joining the happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. If you haven't did that, just go to happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. All right, Cazette, send me a request. It was saying adding you, so I want to make sure you're on your phone. Let's try it again. Hold on. Because I got the request when you sent it. So send me another request, Cazette, because I hit the button and it said adding, so I'm not sure why you didn't see it. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing. It says rotate phone. All right, so turn your phone this way if you have a hard time, and then send me a request to join this again, Cazette, and I'll click on it because it said I added you already and I don't see it. So we're gonna give it a second here. One more. Okay, Cazette wants to be in your video. Okay, so I'm going here and I'm hitting approve for you to be in the video. So I'm doing that. And it's saying adding now, Cazette. It's saying adding on my side. So turn the phone if you have to. Turn it this way, see if it works, or turn it that way. Someone help Cazette out. This is only my second time doing this, by the way. But we'll use other mechanisms. It worked before, huh? At least I know it's not my phone. Okay, rule number one. Everyone write down rule number one. Rule number one, don't panic. Rule number one, don't panic. Rule number one, don't panic. That's rule number one. Okay, so Cazette is saying you got to put it to landscape. You got to put it to landscape. So I'm gonna see if I can get you on here now. Let's see if we can get you on here now. We're working on it. So it's saying adding Cazette. So if you're having trouble, let me know. What we're doing, by the way, is we're bringing Cazette on. Send request again, Shay. It says no answer from phone. Okay. So Cazette, send me a request again. I'm gonna hit approve. So send me a request one more time. Okay. Okay. All right, Cazette. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just send me one more request. Let's try it one more time. Because it was saying, okay, Cazette wants to be in your video. I see that. And I'm going to approve it, Cazette. So you're going to get the thing coming to you. Approve. It's saying it's adding. And it's blinking saying it's adding. So it's blinking and saying it's adding. So let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, we're gonna work on it. That's right. Rule number one is don't panic. Let's see. And Gazette, I would call you, but I can't call you because I only got one phone. I wonder if that's the reason to buy another phone. I wonder if I should have two phones. One just for broadcast. Isn't that crazy? Okay. We're gonna give it a second here. So I can't call you. I don't think I can call you, Cazette, because I only have one phone. So I'm not sure why you're not coming in. That I'm not sure. Let me try one more thing here. Okay, it's saying no, saying you're not answering the phone. Let's try one more thing. Now, if you're in a position right now and I can hit the button and bring you on and you're comfortable, I know some of you might be like, oh God, what's going on, Shay? All right, so I'm trying again. It says allow viewer to request to join. I said approve. It's now calling you. Approve is now calling. Can't bring because that on camera there's already okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Let's try this one. All right, Regina is now saying it's adding you. Let's see if that comes on. Let's make sure I'm not doing something wrong. Let's see if I was doing something wrong.
Oh. This is Regina. I'm new. I just jumped on to help you and Cosette get this thing.
Oh, thank you.
So Cosette's phone must be.
All right, so you have to have your earpiece in, or it's gonna be squeaking.
Get it.
And then I'm gonna go back and Cosette on. I'll be right back to you. Okay. All right. So Cosette, we're gonna try one more time. At least we know it's working. So let me try one more time. Thanks so much, Regina. You have to have your headset on, or it won't connect. So the question is, will this connect? I can't make this stuff up. Okay, so it's adding you now, Cosette. So it's something on your side. That's good news for me. Not good news for you, but good news for me. Okay, let's see here. It's saying adding, Cosette. So I'm getting adding. Good job, Regina. Thank you. And if not, we'll make it work on another episode. Because now we'll practice. Okay. All right. What's Nina about? I'm funny. Nina, you are hilarious. All right, so that didn't work because I gave it every shot I could. I'm not sure why your phone's not picking up. So that I'm not sure. Could be the internet, maybe. But everyone else it seems to go through. All right, so here's what I want everyone to know. Cosette gave it a shot. So first, let's all say, great job, Cosette. So everyone right now, I'm in my hotel room. I'm here in Miami, by the way. Got a flight out in the morning. But look right below the video. And Cosette's been trying. She's not giving up. She's trying again. Now, Cosette, I'm right there with you. Don't worry. We're gonna hang in there with you. I'm gonna hit the button again. It's gonna say add. So I'm gonna try it again. And we're gonna. I know this thing will work. I believe. Let's just see. It's saying adding, Cosette. Okay, let's see what's going on. Doom. Okay. So, Cosette, I'm not sure what you're even seeing on your side, by the way. I know you're on a computer. And it's saying like it's not answering. As if you're trying to answer, but you're not able to answer. So I'm not sure what just took place there. Okay, because that's going to try again. I said approve. Don't worry. We hit approve again. We all have to admire. So everyone look right below the video and just say, great job, Cosette. She's hitting the button. She's trying to get her phone to connect. I happen to have an iPhone, nothing against the Android. Not that I use Android at all. But I happen to have an iPhone, so the iPhone makes it really easy. I just hit the button and it allows me to connect. But let's give her a shout out for just trying. Let's give her a shout out for effort. It takes effort, it takes guts, it takes willpower to do what she's doing now. That is to keep trying. Let's just say great job. She has to send you a request. Now, Sakona, she sent me a request, and I hit the request, and I see the request, and I hit approve just like I did yours. So I'm not sure why it's not connecting. I'm hitting adding again. So I see the request coming up, Sakoni, and I'm hitting it. Now I'm moving my phone all over the place. I got a headache looking at my own phone. Jeez, let me put it here. And it's trying to add her, and we're close. Let's see here. Okay. Dun. Okay, Zakoni Prince says, great job, Gazette White. Great job. Huh. Tick tock. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost kind of interesting. Like it's timing out on her or something. Like she's not. It's like one of those things where it's just not happening for her. All right. So, Cosette, if I could call you, I would, but I don't think I could even call you. And it won't let me. It's saying adding, and then it just stops, which is really weird. Approve. So I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to try one more time. I'm trying two other things on the other side. Okay, they're saying great job. All right, so Cosette, I don't know if it's going to allow us to do it here. Okay, let me share a golden nugget. While she's trying to do it, let me share one more golden nugget. And Cosette, if you hit the button again, I'll try. I'm not sure what's going on. I can't call you because, well, how would I call you? Because I only have a phone. And well, let me try something crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy, but we've done crazier things before. So, Cosette, I'm trying to see how I can call you. I'm trying to see what I can do. All right, so I'm going to call her on the hotel landline. Gee whiz, that's a great idea, right? Great idea. So the phone is way on that side, and I'd have to walk. This is going to be interesting. And tell us what's going on the phone. Oh, y'all are hilarious. Oh, my gosh. Y'all are hilarious. All right, I got to go find this thing. Let me see. Where is this thing at? Okay, let me go over here. Let me see if I can get to the phone. Let me see if the thing works. Interesting. I don't know if I can get this phone to work. We will figure it out next time if that doesn't work. All right, I'm doing my best. This is weird. Oh, yeah. I think I got to get the phone. I think I get the phone to kind of work over there. All right, Cosette. Here's what we'll do. Late night business. You're so hilarious. Cosette's on the West Coast, by the way. It's really early. Okay, someone says, does Connect have an iPad? Now that's Brandon. Brandon, that's Markeith. Markeith, does yours work? You were walking trying to get your car going on. Does she have an iPad? Yes, she has an iPad. Okay. So Markeith, what can she do now? I just love the tribe. They all come to help because I'm looking on my iPad and and I'm trying to see what I can do. And if she has an iPad, it will work. Okay, so send me see if you can tap on there on the iPad, Markeith, and then we're going to try that. We're going to try that. And I'm going to try that. Let me go here. Okay. Cosette, let me see if you can get on there. Now, Markeith, I know you were down earlier. I do have a question. Let's see. Well, I don't know, Markeith. I don't know if you can even get on, Markeith. She says grabbing it. Oh, she's grabbing her iPad. Okay, she's grabbing her iPad. Let's give her a hand. Let's give her a hand. Everyone say, go, Cosette, go. Go, Cosette, go. You are not going to give up. We're going to try. And Markeith, thank you. Yes, call her from your iPad using Messenger. You think that might work? My iPad. See, I got two iPads. I don't know if this iPad has Messenger on it. Let me see here. Messenger, MESSENGER. Let me see here. Cosette. All right, I'm gonna try to do this right here. Someone said call on Messenger. This is hilarious. Go, Cosette, go. Okay, let's try this. I'm calling on Messenger. Only you guys do this. Let's see if this works.
Hello.
Well, hello, Cosette. How are you doing? This is crazy, Cosette. This is crazy, Cosette. This is crazy, Cosette. Now, what are you doing on your phone? Is it not connecting?
It's telling me to rotate the phone, but each time I rotate it, it doesn't allow me to hit the button.
All right. So this must be your very first time doing it.
This is my very first time,
yeah. Yay! It's her first time. Everyone say go, Cosette, go. It's her first time. I knew it.
Come on, it's your first time.
No, it's my second time. I did it in the last episode. See, with the other system, we just send you a link. Markeith was able to do this for us. I'm gonna see if Markeith is there so he can say hello to you, by the way. But for the audience, you're on speakerphone. I'm trying to hold the phone to like the old-fashioned way to the other phone. But tell them what you do.
I am a financial advisor, financial accountant, and tax expert. I practice accounting, tax, and business services for small business owners. Of course, we handle a lot of the financial aspects for business owners. My target audience is typically women. Been in business for about 3 years. Just looking to propel and grow their business. Maybe they're stagnant, really not sure how to grow the business because they're not really looking at the numbers and understanding the numbers. So I love to say the numbers are sexy. So I help the women clearly understand what is a financial statement, how do they determine the financial statement, what do the numbers really mean, what are their KPIs to really grow the business, how can they improve their cash flow and tax planning as well. And what I really like to say is if I can save you $10,000 this year and 10 years consecutively, can we do business together? Or can we sit down and have a conversation? So that's part of what I do.
Okay. And I see why I was having a hard time hearing you now because I had the phone to the phone instead of my earpiece. All right, Markeith, I'm trying to add you since you sent me a note, by the way, just saying adding, by the way. All right, Cosette. So here's what I like to do, Cosette. I like to bring you on when we can get you the work because I want them to be able to connect with you. Right now, they can hear you through my through my earpiece, by the way, and I'm holding the phone to my ear. But tell us, I'm just curious, what would be a good POI for you?
A good POI for me, I work in professional services, so when I do that, I'm architect, business, chiropractors. Those are typically the clients that I enjoy working with. Not that I don't work with other clients, but anyone that typically provides a service.
Right. So what I want to do, since the audience having a little hard time, because I'm going like earpiece to earpiece from an iPad, because I know how hard you work to get on here. This is Cazette, by the way. Cazette White was she's trying to get on here now. What I like to do, Cazette, is depending on your schedule, tomorrow or the next episode, I want us to practice and then bring you on. We'll start right off with you on. How does that sound?
That's fine. Yeah,
all right.
I'm in California, so I'm behind you guys.
All right. So tomorrow's episode, look at your calendar, and we're going to work on tomorrow's episode. See if we can bring you right on. How does that sound?
That's perfect.
And then
for your patience.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, if I'm not at a hotel, which I think I'm in San Antonio, then I can even send you another link to join on as well. Okay. Hold on, Regina's saying that she can hear you well. That's interesting. All right, that's because I'm holding this to my ear while I'm talking to you, which they can't see you. They can see like the back of my iPad, which is funny. Tell them one more time what you do because they can hear you now. Just tell them what you do, and then tomorrow, Cazette has agreed to come on the episode with us. Okay, so tell us what you do, Cazette.
Okay, real quick in a nutshell, you all, I am an advisory accountant and tax expert. I help business owners grow their business. I provide accounting, taxation, and other business services to business owners, preferably those in the professional services industry. And what is it that I mean by professional services? I'm talking about my dentists, my chiropractors, my attorneys, my financial planners, my doctors, those individuals that are growing their business. Maybe they've become stagnant and they're not sure how to continuously grow. They're not looking at their numbers. They're not analyzing the numbers. They're clueless. They're in front of their clients. They're in front of their customers. But when it comes to the numbers, they're not understanding why their business is not growing. So that is really what I do. And I have fun with our business.
Right. So you did a good job. Marquise, we can hear you in my ear, so it's echo. So you might have to make sure your headset is connected. I know, I see it. Somehow it started echoing since it came on. Oh, I don't know. Okay. All right, Cazette. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll bring you right on when we get started, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so Marquise, I think we're getting an echo. I mean, we're getting an echo on my side. Let me see. My headset died. Hold on, okay? I'm gonna plug in the old okie dokie one too. Let me see. Maybe my headset died. All right, I'm getting a squeaky noise. Marquise, do you hear it? All right, so those folks that are hearing it, are you hearing the echo? All right, but can you say something?
Testing 1, 2.
Maybe that's mine. Hold on.
I'm not hearing anything.
All right, check one. Let me make sure I don't have my iPad or something up. Just give me 1 second. How are you, my man? Can you hear me? Okay, they're saying there's an echo. They're hearing an echo, so it's probably got to be Marquise. Let me see here. Okay, Marquise, can you hear me? Check 1, check 2. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Hold on. Try to hang up and then dial back in. Okay. So hang up and then dial in. Let's see something. All right. I don't hear echo now. That's good.
What about now?
Okay. That sounds good now. There's no echo. Hold on, let me put my earpiece back in.
I don't know, turn on, maybe because I turned on my Wi-Fi.
All right, mic check, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You're coming through fine now, my man. The echo stopped. You are simply amazing. That was Cosette White, by the way. Cosette White had worked very hard, Marquise, because she wanted to get some POIs, by the way. She was joining in. And I know you were listening, but it was hard to hear her. For those folks that are joining, if you're out there right now, you're talking to and seeing none other than the Marquise Brandon. Did I get that right? Marquise? Say it. Pronounce it.
It's Marquise Braden. Last night I was trying to tell you it's a long A.
Braden.
Oh,
Braden. I gotta slow down. Braden. Marquise. Yes. Braden. Marquise, for those folks that are meeting you for the very first time, I know you think everybody in the world. You look fine, man. I was collar tight.
Unbuttoning my shirt.
He's like I gotta be cool, Shay. Can you take a moment and tell the folks out there what you even do? They have no clue right now what you do, and I want you to be able to share that with them.
All right, awesome. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being on tonight with Shay. I am Marquise Braden, your brand maximizer, where we're helping service-based entrepreneurs and corporate professionals to maximize and monetize their personal brand so they shift from being the best kept secret to being known and paid for their expertise. And so we're all about
being known and paid.
All about personal branding.
All about personal brand. Okay. So for those folks that are out there listening, look right below the video. They're like, Shay is still going to look right below the video and just say, welcome, Marquise. Spell that for him. M-A-R-K-E-I-T-H. Did I get that right?
M-A-R-K-E-I-T-H, correct.
That's it. Welcome, Marquise. He jumped on. He was helping Cosette on the other side. And he's thinking to himself, first of all, what made you just jump on, my man? I mean, you could have just watched, but you decided to jump in and help another entrepreneur. Why? I'm just curious.
Because that's what I do. I help, I like to help people. I like to, be informative so that people can, present their best all the time. Excellence is the key, I think. Not perfection, but excellence. There's a difference, And if I can help somebody be excellent at what they do, help somebody learn something that they did not know, why not?
Okay, well, Malika Curry says welcome. Loretta Bush says welcome.
Thank you.
April Neal says welcome out there, by the way. Cheryl Graham says, Marquise says welcome out there. What's the difference between excellence and perfection?
To me, excellence is when you put your best foot forward and you know that you've done all that you could do in order to create the best of what you could create. Perfection is that you want everything absolutely perfect with every I dotted, every T crossed, with the expectation that there will be nothing left to do with it. And I'm not sure that that's even ever possible, right? If you are striving to be perfect, then you're actually striving for failure, because nothing's ever perfect. Nothing's ever complete. We're always learning, we're always growing, we're always moving to that next level. And perfection really, in all honesty, is only growth. It's not what we think perfection to be.
I love it. Excellence, not perfection. Excellence, not perfection. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. Just write these words: excellence, not perfection. At Marquise. Just put excellence, not perfection. At Marquise. He's getting excellent now. He's getting all tuned up. He's getting his lighting ready. He's like excellent, Shay. Excellent. Excellence, not perfection.
I was getting excellence because I want you to see that 8x8 in the background.
Oh my goodness!
I said, let me show him what excellence looks like.
those alpha men. He's got to show me the big alpha thing
yeah.
behind us, so we can all be clear. It'll all be clear.
Yeah, let me show you what excellence looks like.
We're still having these jokes even at our age. Can you imagine that? Of course, a good cap man doesn't have to say that. He's just excellent. I'm just messing with you. I'm not gonna get between the kappas and the alphas and the kappas and the alphas. Not gonna do that tonight because we're all the same brotherhood. Loretta put excellence, not perfection at Markeith. April and Phil put excellence, not perfection. You know, we're talking about excellence, not perfection, and we're talking about getting in front of people who have a problem. Nina Abdul Walker. Wow, Nina's out. She said excellence, not perfection. She's gonna come on. She doesn't notice yet, Markeith. I'm gonna ask her because I just did this ad hoc yesterday, by the way. But I want her to talk about LinkedIn and how we can use LinkedIn as a way to get in touch with our POIs. I was going over just POI strategy, just so people understand that we all work with different POIs. And Cheryl Graham is on there. And I'm going to ask Markeith, he just talked about what he does, but just as a reminder, Markeith, talk about the problem that you solve and who's a good POI for you. Now, as he's talking right now, I'm going to give him an opportunity because I got sidetracked because I got on this excellence, not perfection. Very, very profound. In all seriousness, shout out, man. That's good stuff. We're going to come back to that. But I want to be able to provide some value. He jumped on here to help someone else, and he jumped on just to serve. That's all he did. He had no clue this was going to happen. But I want him to share what he does again. I want you to listen for the problem. Listen to who he works with and the problem. Who he works with and the problem. And then we're going to apply the POI strategy. We're going to think about who is a person of influence who has his customers at the bottom inside their network. That's called bottom down selling. We'll talk about bottoms up selling later, but this is called top down selling. We start with the person of influence and we ask them to help influence their network. In another episode, I'll talk about how to go bottoms up, where you start with the customers and then they work you up to the person of influence. So, Markeith, take a moment and tell us who your target audience is, so who you help, and then what problem they have.
In particular, I help service-based entrepreneurs and corporate professionals to maximize and monetize their personal brand. And the goal that we have is to shift those individuals from being the best kept secret, because they have talent, they have gifts, they have expertise, but we want to shift them from being a best kept secret to becoming known and paid for that expertise. You know, we truly believe that your personal brand should make possible the life that you crave.
Okay, so he does personal branding. He helps them really make sure that who they are shines on the outside. So the world knows who they are. Not they're saying who they are, but their brand represents who they are. So here's the question we have. Who has Markeith customers? But think about that. Who would be a good POI for Markeith this evening? Now, I want you to look right below the video. Look right below the video. And I want you to think right now, who needs to work on their personal brand? He works with professionals. He works with entrepreneurs. He helps even busy executives. So who would be a good POI for Markeith? So I'm going to start off, and I want you to think about that. Now, remember, you can borrow other POIs from other industries, and then he can customize it for his particular industry. So just like you can borrow other ideas, you can borrow other principles, and then you can kind of modify it and customize it. So I want you to think for a moment, and then look right below the video and say, who would be a good POI? I'm gonna start off with just one, and maybe it's someone he's worked with, maybe he hasn't. And I want you to think about this, Markeith. And our goal is for you always to have at least 25 POIs you work with. That is always a goal, at least 25 POIs. So I'm gonna start with one. And I'm gonna ask him right now, Markeith, do you work with, and I'll go narrow and then we'll go broad, but do you currently have a list of the Black MBA chapters all across the country?
No.
Okay, so now I said Black, it could be MBAs because he works with, they could be Black or they could be clear. Or clear is white for those who don't know that. They could be Black or they could be clear people. That's white. And so I just said Black MBAs initially just so we can have some focus, because I mentioned earlier that the riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. So let's say right now that Markeith and I, we're just chatting around and we're having this session and you're all eavesdropping in. Y'all all eavesdropping. So I would say, Markeith, let's type in Black MBA chapters. There is a Black MBA association. He would start there, and then he would go deep into all of the chapters that are all across the country. Now that's a starting point. That's an easy yes. Now start with some easy wins here, some easy wins. Now, they also have chapters for those folks who are in the medical field. They are in the medical field. They have a personal brand. We used to work with a group of chiropractors. You may not be familiar with this, or maybe you are, Markeith, but there are the Black Chiropractors of America. Now, there's only about 2,000 chiropractors in the country, just to let you know. I don't know, because one of our clients is a chiropractor. They have a business. And there's only about maybe 250 Black chiropractors. And they always want to extend their brand for what they do. So we could look at the medical profession.
I came out of healthcare, and we could, so I'm very familiar, and I've been thinking maybe I should start where I came out of.
Right. Well, tonight the good news is excellence, not perfection. So you don't have to think anymore. All you gotta do tonight is have your list. I'm going to ask you to write a list of 25 POIs, and we'll talk about the strategy. But let's just go, since you were in the medical profession, this will be helpful to you as well. So let's start with the medical profession, and let's just, and I'm not gonna go to different type of physicians, right? But there are different ones that you can do. Okay, someone tagged Vernell Lucas. Someone said Black MBA chapters, which we've said. So let's go to physicians, and I'm just gonna say Black physicians right now, just to put narrow focus on it. But let's say we started there, and they're all in medical school today. So you could start with medical school students first, who are there, and they're going to come out to be doctors, and they have a personal brand. So let's go there first. Now, someone put on here real estate agents or brokers of real estate agents. Now, broker is the person at the top, as you probably know, and the real estate agent are the folks that are out there selling, but they also are business owners. So I want you to think about having a list of two type of brokers. One is the National Association of Realtors. I don't know if you heard of them, but we used to speak at their conferences every year. Black Association of Realtors. I'm sorry, National Association of Realtors. These are just the Black realtors, the Black brokers, because when they got started, it's the second oldest African American association other than NAACP, because back then they weren't allowed to have a license. And because they weren't allowed to have a license, and then once they could get a license, they couldn't then join the National Association of Realtors. So they started their own one. They were called National Association of Realtors. Blacks call theirs National Association of Realtists. Realtists. That's really important. So they just changed the end of it so they would have some affiliation. Does that make sense? Now, the reason I'm stating that is that typically the brokers are in the chapters and the agents. The brokers are folks who typically are a broker and they're wearing multiple hats in the community. Does that make sense so far?
Mm-hmm. I'm taking notes.
Okay. All right. So you got what? 1, 2, or 3 so far. As you're out there right now, and you're right, Tanisha says NAREB, N-A-R-E-B. That's right. It's been a while since I said that. She's helped me out, by the way. So that's another what? POI for you. Now, something you mentioned, and I know you're already a speaker, but this is very important. There is as you know, there's the National Speaker Association, and then there's the Black Speaker Network. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but I want you to have them down as a POI. Saccone Prince says, great job, Markeith. He's out there watching right now. He said, great job. Yeah, Markeith, he can teach, he can preach, and he can also be a student. He's just a great guy, man. Just a great all-around guy. So we're working right now, and we're the question is, who has this customer? He deals with personal branding. He helps he helps executives, he helps entrepreneurs, and he helps professionals perfect the brand of who they are in the marketplace. Hey, Raph, thanks for joining, by the way. So I want you to think for a moment, who else has his customer? Now, Earlier, they mentioned two very important organizations, the Minority Supplier Development Council, MSND, Minority Supplier Development Council. They have chapters all over the country. Now, the reason they have that is they typically have two sides to the chapter, by the way. There's normally the supplier diversity managers, and I'm just starting here to make it easy for you, by the way. The supplier diversity managers, Marquise, they're typically what you say, they are the professionals. Typically good jobs, 6 figures, because they're giving out contracts. You think of a Pepco, you think of a Verizon, you think of all these folks. They have minority supplier development that are giving out the contracts. And then on the other side, you have you have entrepreneurs who are getting the contracts. Does that make sense? Both of them have personal brands. That's very, very important for what you do. Now, I'm going to bring in another association. What we're doing, everyone is out there. If you have any ideas, I know personal branding is something that's needed, everyone needs. But we're not talking about everyone. I want you to think about who would be a good POI. Who has executives in their network? That's how I'm thinking. Who has entrepreneurs in their network? That's how I'm thinking. Or who would be a good POI that he could influence one time and have access to their network? Now, this is important because the best use of Marquise time every day.
NSA, National Sales Association?
Yep, network. National Sales Network. Yep. And that's the black one. There's two of them, you know. There's National Sales Network. And the reason I mention that is that you may know, since you mentioned them, very few people know that, they're mostly made up of pharmaceutical representatives. That's how they got started. Pharmaceutical companies got together. They wanted to develop black talent. So they finally got a black executive. And then the black executive wanted to hire more black folks. So they created National Sales Network. And that's typically pharmaceutical companies. And they have two types of folks in there, as you know, or you may not know because you was in the industry. They have on one side, they have the executives. That's the manager and the vice presidents. And then on the other side, they have the pharmaceutical reps. And there's two types of pharmaceutical reps. There's one that sells medicine, and there's one that sells the actual, what do they call it? The tools, medical devices. And so you have two areas there. Now, I'm only saying that because these individuals, they have a high interest in their own personal brand and how they're represented and what they're doing in the community. Now, to help the folks that are listening, I think my phone's going to die. To help the folks that are listening, Marquise, tell us a little about the problem that these executives have that you help solve.
So many of the executives, one is time. They have a desire to build out their brand more, to have opportunities outside of their corporate jobs because they may be interested in speaking. They may have written books. They may have some level of coaching and consulting they would like to do, but yet they just do not have the time in order to digitally create that presence for themselves so that they can attract the opportunities that they want. And so our company provides done-for-you services where we help them to build out that brand campaign because they do not have the time to do it themselves. So they will hire us to do website development, to do photo shoots, to do video brand stories for them, and then to help them with their funnel development and behind the scenes type work so that they have the full package when they're ready to get out there and pursue that opportunity. So time is one of the main factors.
All right, so for those folks that are joining, we're helping and working with Marquise. And the question that we're asking him right now is, who has his customer? We're doing a POI. Can you hear me? Because I switched these things. You can hear me, Marquise? Mm-hmm. Okay, good, because I switched these earpieces. Don't matter, I keep two, but you notice after a while you put one in, because when one dies, you can put it back in here. Just a little FYI, by the way. One of those little things, because they will die on you. And so I want you to be thinking, the concept is, you have a triangle. At the top of the triangle, you got person of influence. Everyone you know has a network, but not everyone is a person of influence. What makes them a person of influence is they have your customers inside their network. So the question I ask yourself every day is, who has my customer? Who has my customer? as I'm sitting back, Marquise, I'm in here in Miami. We're in Miami because we're looking at different hotels that we're going to bring the Miami experience for our speaker camp. And one of the questions that came up with a couple of hotels is they had some credibility issues and they had some management challenges. And I want to ask you a question. Is the hospitality industry on your list? And the answer is probably no, so I'm going to add it to your list. But the hospitality industry, would that be a good industry for you to work with in order to do personal branding for three different tiers? Tier one is the general manager tier. Those are professionals because they're out there in the community trying to get local companies to work with them. That's number one. Number two is obviously the sales director or salesperson, because they're walking people around and trying to show what's going on. And then the third level is the service. So in the hospitality industry, now, we didn't go to entrepreneurs because I know you said you work with corporations. I just want you to put on your list right now, hospitality industry. Hospitality industry. Now, who in the hospitality industry, when you think about folks you could work with, would be good POIs for you? And then I want you to split that into two separate POIs. One is boutique hotels. I'm dealing with hotels, not dealing with the food side yet. Boutique hotels. So I was at Coral Gables, which is in Hyatt Regency property, but it is a boutique hotel, small hotel. And then I went to another Hyatt that is a large conference center. And they had two different brands, two different styles. They were dressed entirely different, very professional, but one had the more sleek kind of conversational style, and the other was very corporate because, you know, we're not a corporate business, but they start corporations. How could you serve someone in the hospitality industry? And as I'm looking on, want to say hello out there to LaQuisha Williams. Thanks for joining on, by the way. Now, someone mentioned that professors at universities could be good POIs for you. I don't know, Brandon, but that's Brandon. Markeith, I keep thinking your last name. Markeith, put down professors at universities. We'll come back to that. But talk about how you can help someone if they're in the service industry and they know someone that's in that industry, why they could be a good POI for you and what you could do for them.
So at the end of the day, your personal brand ultimately is what people have to say about you when you're not in the room. You know, what is ultimately your promise? How is it that you impact, whether you're an employee or an entrepreneur, how is it that you impact the environment, the atmosphere, and the organization for which you work with? And so no matter if I'm working for JW Marriott or I own my own hotel, my personal brand is that which precedes me. And so if I am one who works for JW Marriott in the hospitality industry, my personal brand should be able to make a promise to JW Marriott of what I can bring to the organization that might be different from someone else that they may be looking at. For example, I may be a very good presenter, and a part of my personal brand is the ability to communicate effectively and to tell great story of JW Marriott. And so that sets me apart from somebody else who may be considering, because I want to leverage my expertise, my ability as a good communicator and speaker to be able to tell the story of JW Marriott, to be able to persuade those who may be considering our hotel as their main headquarters for their event.
Yeah, perfect. So what I want you to do is one of the homework assignments I want you to do, just like Jill, is I want you to flush out at least 25 to 35 different POIs. I'm starting with some industries just to put some new ideas onto your list. You know, someone mentioned professors, but I want you to be thinking of adjunct professors. A number of my colleagues, by the way, just to let you know, they not only are entrepreneurs full time, but they also teach as an adjunct professor. Now, I want you to think of two type of brands, if I can, Markeith, and then you can talk about how you could help them. And someone out there right now might be a professor right now at a university, and they work full time as a job, and maybe they're an adjunct, I call it adjunct, you know, professor on the weekends, or doing night schools, or doing online programs, or they could be an entrepreneur. So I want you to have two different POIs, because the colleges and universities, they have your customer, and they have 4 customers for you. And that's why the college is a POI, but there's different POIs within the college. Does that make sense? So I want you to think of first, not so much the schools, but I want you to think of the tenured professors. They're probably writing papers, which they love to do anyway. I'm just joking with you because, you know, we need professors. I want you to think of the adjunct professor who is a full-time employed in corporate America. But they got the opportunity because they're teaching based on their expertise, and there's a brand associated with that expertise. So typically, if I'm in marketing for IBM back in the day, or Citicorp or Bank of America, I might be teaching finance, I'll say, at a college university. Does that make sense? And then I want you to swing to the other side. I want you to swing to the other side. I want you about the adjunct professor that is an entrepreneur. So they're a full-time entrepreneur because they have a different view of the world. They've got a different brand. They bring something different to the schools or to the universities. You follow me? They're bringing real-life practical experience every single day. Does that make sense? Especially with teaching entrepreneurship. And then I want you to think about the full-time adult that goes back to college, whether it's work on their master's or their undergraduate. Because when they finish, there's a brand. My wife, Carla, is back in graduate school. And she would be an adult student back in graduate school who's worked 22 years in the government, but wants to take her experience of what she learned in getting her master's, as well as what she worked on, and say, oh, wow, how do I present myself? How do I show myself? What do I do to other folks so they compensate my experience for my education? You follow me? Because there's a different personal brand. The brand is different for all 4 of those. Now, I'm not a brand expert, but I'm thinking about who has your customer. And so the third level, just in that educational realm, because those folks might be more Uber, they might be more edgy, they might be more willing to do something different, if I could say it like that, is I want you to think about that online industry. Folks that are going back to Strayer or Phoenix or different colleges online. And I want you to think about that for a moment. And I'm not going to ask you right now, but I want you to have that on your list. So when we get together tomorrow on the next episode, I want you to at least have 25 POIs. And then we're going to talk about how you actually use language patterns when you're speaking to these folks so that they're willing to take some action with you and give you access to the network. Because I'm giving you the industry, but it's going to be someone inside that industry that really in different pockets of the world have access to small groups. So someone on the East Coast is going to be different than someone on the West Coast. You follow me? Someone at a small university is going to be different than someone that's at an online university. So our strategy will be different depending on who we're talking to because there's different buyer profiles. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Now, if you're out there listening, you're like, whoa, I need to really develop POIs. And I mentioned earlier that most sales visionaries, and a sales visionary, now, do you know the definition of sales visionary? I know you listen to some calls, you might not heard them all, but a sales visionary understands that sales is how you develop the resources you need to execute the vision that's been given to you. So you have to love your vision and you have to love sales. You can't hate sales and love your vision because how do you develop the resources to execute that vision for the people you were called to serve or for your loved ones or for yourself? So we've got to embrace selling and understand that selling equals service. And so Marquith's goal and objective is to have 25 to 35 different POIs that he's working with at any given point in time. Now, some of you would text me last time saying, well, Shay, I have different products with different folks. That's a topic for another time. Right now, we're focusing on one thing. We're focusing on being a lead generation company. We have 2 goals every single day. 2 goals, Marquith. These are 2 goals I always share. 2 goals. Our number 1 goal we get every single day is to spend time in front of people who have a problem. And then our second goal every single day is to find people who have a problem. So we're spending time right now really focusing on who are these people? Where are they? And how can I get a list into my database, topic for another time. I'm asking you right now to put it on a piece of paper. He mentioned it earlier, and I think he said it well. 3 powerful words. Jot these 3 words down. Just write these 3 words right below the notes. Excellence, not perfection. Marquith. Excellence, not perfection. And just tag Marquith. Excellence, not perfection. So I'm not trying to perfect it. There's a time for perfection and there's a time for completion. There's a time for perfection and there's a time for completion. Right now with this exercise, with POI strategy, this is a time for completion. Other time there's doing your taxes. That's a different conversation. That's a conversation right now. And so, Markeith, as you're hearing these suggestions, as you're hearing these ideas that we're putting out there, and I know earlier you might have wrote down some things that Jill was doing that you were sharing with her, chambers, the chamber association,
Rotaries.
They have your Rotaries. Now, I want you to have a list, though, because as you're thinking through it, I want you to have that list so we go through it. There'll be unequals among equals. This means that you'll now start looking at what POIs have more value than other POIs and where's a good use of your time. But that's a topic for another time. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
As you're thinking right now in your own head, Markeith, who are you thinking might be some other good POIs for you? Now, yeah, I'm just curious.
Well, I'll tell you, pastors who have a desire to go beyond the pulpit, that, maybe writing books, starting some type of courses or coaching for themselves so that they can have the opportunity to retire from the pulpit. I know many pastors who would like to retire, but they can't, right? But if they develop a personal brand around a particular subject matter or niche, they could create opportunity for themselves where they can make the decision to retire and continue ministry outside of the church. So pastors,
That's a really good point. Now, I know something that you gave out earlier, and for those folks who listen to Markeith right now, he focuses on personal branding for executives and entrepreneurs, and I want him to be thinking about someone he was helping earlier. That might already be on his list. And he's working with none other than Jill Bulluck. And Jill helps women prepare themselves to be wives, or helps them find love, and that may connect to them being married. And I was thinking in my head when she was talking, Markeith, and you were giving her ideas and suggestions. I was thinking to myself, I'm no longer single. There was a time I was single, and but I'm not right now. I'm married. And I was wondering, I wonder if Markeith works with folks who are like me, like guys that are looking, are women that aren't trying to impress anyone else, but they got a personal brand that represents them not only in the business segment, not only in the professional arena, but also in their personal life. There's a certain brand, a certain not so much look or feel or conversation that helps attract the people they're interested in. And so I'm curious if dating coaches or those type of organizations are good organizations for you, Markeith.
I've not thought about it, but I'm sure that it would be a decent fit.
Well, let's think about, the only question we have is, do they have your customer?
Right.
And in many cases, they're single women executives.
Mm.
And I just said her because Jill was on there. They're single women pastors. They're single women ministries. So I want you to put down in your list, and we'll break it down into two groups. And I know you don't just work with women, but I want you to put down, women organization and women groups. And we'll break that down to many categories later. But I want you to keep that open mind, because really right now, Markeith, and you listening, you the entrepreneur, you the business owner, you the sales visionary, I want you to be working on your list. As I'm giving Markeith these ideas and sharing POI strategy, I want you to be thinking, how can I borrow that POI maybe in my industry? Who is similar? I hear Shay's train of thought. He's not thinking who can he sell. No, he's thinking of who has Markeith's customer. Who is someone that Markeith can go to, and they have access to his base. And if it's a women organization, and this is the year of the woman, and I'm not saying to work with women politicians, but this is the year of the woman. I'm not saying to work with women mayors or women city council members. Although this is the year of the woman, that it makes sense that they too, they have a personal brand. They have a brand that has to represent their message. And it's possible that as Markeith is sitting there, it's possible he may not have had mayors. He may not have had city council members. He may not have had all the men's. He may not have had whatever it is in different industries. He may not have had that even written down. And yet these individuals find themselves up for re-election. Yet they also have dollars and cents that are dedicated to helping them get their message out. And a part of their message is their brand. The purpose of this conversation is just to work, as we all do. And one thing I like about Markeith is he's a good student. Sometimes he shows up to teach and he gets taught, just like me. Sometimes I show up to teach and I get what? Taught. And so I want you to understand the POI strategy is not who can I sell. It's who has my customer. It's who has my customer. And once he has that, and Markeith, I was working with one of my clients, and this would be a great one for you, and they're office supply company. And they provide office supplies to government agencies. And why I say that's important is that the executives have a personal brand. The sales team has a personal brand. The marketing organization has a personal brand. And they all is in the industry now where the lowest price isn't always the most important part. Does that make sense? Now, I don't know how many POIs you have down, but you've got to be about 10 plus right now by now. But I'm trying to slow down for a moment and then speed up so that we can work on a POI strategy. But I want you, someone like yourself that works so hard sharing the notes, you work so hard helping other folks, you work so hard with Cassette. I want to be able to give you something that you can walk away with. It's going to help the people you were called to serve. Share with me what your thoughts are right now as you're sitting there.
I mean, I think these are some great suggestions as far as there's some that I've not even thought about. So I definitely could have tease them out some more and identify those organizations where I could get in front of people. Because what I know for sure is that I'm a speaker, I'm a presenter, and if I can get in front of the audience, I definitely can provide value and opportunity to close people into one of my 3 packages that I have to offer.
Yeah. And I also want you to be thinking about, put this down on your list, and I want you to break this down to 4 categories, but I want you to be thinking of certification programs. And when I say certification programs, Markeith, what I'm referring to is that there's certain industries that you have to get a license in order to be able to practice in that industry. And it makes sense if you're working with, I'll say, social workers. You might say, well, what does social workers do? Well, they have a personal brand. They write books every single day. They're counselors every single day. You know a number of folks, and I know a number of folks that are entrepreneurs. But I also want you to step back and think about other individuals that have to go through some type of certification, because we can find those certification classes online. And I'll mention, for example, let's say Coaching Federation or coaching certification programs. You develop relationships with folks who certify coaches. I'm just making that up right now. And you say, hey, I like to have access to the network. This is the value that I bring to you. And as a result, you have access directly to the coaches. You mentioned you work with speakers. I want you to go look in there. There's speaking certification programs, okay? They exist, and they bring people through their speaking schools. What if you had a relationship and you're sharing your article or you're sharing your videos with them, or there's some type of sales ambassador program, and now they're at least sharing with you who these people are. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got certified speaking programs, you've got certified coaching programs, and you know for a fact that they've got to go through some type of certification to do what they do. You mentioned financial planners earlier. That's another certification license type of field. And so we know these newbies have to go through that. And we know there's older insurance agents or financial planners that want to look younger, and there are younger ones that want to look older. And so there's different brands for both folks, right? I mean, that's just what it is right now. And so I want you to be thinking about that, because now you're adding them on. And all of you listening right now, this is just not for Markeith. This is for you. He's quietly taking notes. You hear it tap, 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 tap. Because he has his iPad there and he has a little pen. He's tap, tap, tap. He's taking notes. I want you to be thinking about in your industry, how you can position yourself, and I want you to think about how you can work with other folks. Now, I'm going to give him 2 more because the goal is to have 25 to 35 POI industries that he's worked with, and then he breaks it down and he has those that are important, those that aren't, those that he can work with, those that he shouldn't. But I want you to think about this. 2 other ones that for sure have your clients. One, what you think about is bookkeeping services. Because bookkeepers are typically working with organizations that have executives inside. So you're going to follow the money. This is the old strategy to teach. When I first got started, I was a young man, and I was really enthusiastic. And for those folks that are listening, type this in the words, follow the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. And so when we track the money back, typically if you have relationships with different bookkeepers that were out there right now, number one, they got to go through a bookkeeping certification, many of them, QuickBooks. And so, but they have your customers, right? Because they're working with entrepreneurs who have revenue because they got to pay them, and they're working with corporations in many cases doing their books or even outsourced to them. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So the bookkeepers and accountants, they have your customer. The only game we're playing right now, Markeith, is who has your customer? Who has your customer? Who has your customer? Now, I don't have any notes in front of me, but I'm just listening to you, and I'm thinking, okay, how do I get them access to people who might have a want, a need, or a desire? They have a problem, and he can help solve. Now, it doesn't matter how you solve it right now, but I see is someone, Tanisha said, follow the money. That's right, April, follow the money. And so we're going to follow your money, or we're going to follow their money. So if I was sitting back with Markeith right now, and he's like me, I don't think he goes to the hair, he don't get his hair cut anymore, you know. But if he I'm shaved. I would tell my sons I'm shaved. Dad, you're bald. No, I'm shaved. I decided to shave my head. It's a decision I make every morning, right? But in all seriousness, Markeith, if I said follow your money, and I step back, and I say, okay, Jay, what's one thing that comes to mind? I would say dentist. They're in a profession. Now, why do I say dentist? My dentist is open on Sundays. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He's off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Why is that? Because he's 70-some years old. He has an office that runs for him, right? But that's where I would spend my money. Now, I want you to think about someone else that is a good POI for you. And I'm going to stop right now because I would say, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. But the good news is leads represent hope. Someone jot that down. Leads represent hope. No leads, no hope. So if Markeith is sitting there thinking, I want to earn 25 to 50 grand a month for my company, he has to have hope. He has to have hope. I'm going to give you one more in the time I have. And if you're out there right now, you're thinking, Shay, I want to generate 25 to 35 POIs in my industry. I need to customize it. We're going to be there for you. Let me give you this last one, Markeith. And it might not have been in your notes, but I want you to write it down. I want you to think about custom clothers. Now, they have your customer. I used to work for many years with Tom James. You can look up, Google Tom James Company. They're all over the world. Sheikah Mantle was my representative. Sheikah Mantle was amazing because I can't put colors together. I'd wear blue and white every day if I had my choice, blue and white, blue and white. When she comes in, I spend money with her. I'm an entrepreneur because I want to make sure my look is right. And so I pay good money. She would have access to your customers. Now, it's not about how much money they spend. It's not about custom clothing. That's not what it's about. It's about they have access to people who right now are concerned about how they look. So if he worked with personal shoppers or he worked with clothers, then he might have access to the profession that he's trying to get into because these folks obviously can't do it for themselves. And if that's the case, or they don't have the time, if that's the case, then if a personal brander came along, help with their personal brand, it's cherry on the top. And now he has relationships with different folks in different places and different spaces. Could you work with someone that's a personal shopper or does clothing for individuals, Markeith?
Say it one more time, you was breaking up.
Oh, I'm saying, could you work with someone right now that works with a personal shopper?
Absolutely.
They have your customer, is that correct? So in your notes, and I know this went on, hey, Kimberly Flowers, in your notes, Kimberly Flowers is amazing, by the way, an incredible human being. Kimberly, I just did Facebook because I didn't know what to do. I'm in a hotel with no internet, but it's working on my phone. What list do you have in front of you right now? Hopefully we put together at least 10 POIs. But did you write a list that you can kind of read? And as he's speaking here, I want you to think about how you can use these POIs in your business. Because the number one challenge that entrepreneurs have every day is, I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have enough qualified leads. I don't have people that are really to buy from me, Shay. And I say leads represent hope. No leads, no hope. As a sales visionary, it's hard for you to execute your vision if you can't serve people, because sell equals service. All right, Marquise, just read the list you have if you can. Just read some of the names off there, and then we're going to bring us down the home stretch.
All right, I got National Association of Realists, National Chiropractic Association, Realtor Brokers, Black Speaker Network, Medical Associations, Minority Supplier Development Council, National Sales Association, Hospitality Industry, Boutique Hotels, University professors, tenured professors, adjunct professors, full-time professors full-time adults that went back to school, adjunct professors who are considering, who are entrepreneurs. I've got dentists, custom clothiers. I've got Association of Chiropractors, bookkeeping service providers, women organization and groups, and certification programs.
Fantastic. And the certification programs underneath there are different ones. There were counselors, there's psychologists. There were different ones that we came up with that have to go through a certification program, a coaching program, a speaking program, because once they're certified, my favorite is always personal organizers, by the way. I'll just let you know that. I like organizers. I don't know if you know about organizers or not, Marquise, but personal organizers is ones that organize companies. They go in and normally organize executives, by the way, and they organize folks in their homes so they don't, they can do the things they need to really do. Great job. Send that list to me. Take a moment, Marquise, if you can. I just want you to take maybe 2 minutes and just kind of share just words of encouragement for the entrepreneurs that are out there, the business owners that are just like you, who you're like me. We're always students. You and I were just at a conference, Epic Conference 19, and you were taking notes in the front row. I was taking notes in the front row. We were both working really, really hard, and we were there to learn. Most people say, I thought you were one of the speakers. No, we're there to learn. And so talk about for a moment, because you're an amazing individual. Talk about, number one, the importance of always learning. Number two, about having POIs, you have that distinction now. And number three, just some words for the person that's out there that's like, Marquise, you don't understand. One day I'm up, the next day I'm down. It just seems like I'm never going to crack this code of entrepreneurship. Every time I think, they tell me I need 3 dials. I got 25 left, 35 right. They're like, oh, you need one more. Oh, you need one more over here. Like, good Lord, like, when will I crack this code? I know that's a tall order, by the way, but that's what you do, man. That's what you do. I mean, you help people every single day. So 3 areas. If you can, go ahead and just share maybe 2 or 3 minutes of words of encouragement. Those folks that are out there, this is special because Marquise is giving up his time, giving up his expertise. We're not sending him 1 penny or 1 dime, but he's here to serve. He's here because he cares about entrepreneurs just like you. And if you're out there right now, you're like, Shay, I like what Marquise just went through. I need someone to sit down and do that with me. Text the word revenue. Text the word revenue. Text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. Let me get that to you again. Text the word revenue to 202-999-3515. And once you text the word revenue to 202-999-3515, then you have a meeting with one of our certified revenue coaches. I mentioned I can only work with 10 people, okay? I'm going to help 10 of you as fast as I can. But if this is your time, this moment, do that. The next voice you're going to hear from is none other than the one and only Marquise Brandon. Did I get it right this time?
Bray.
Oh, Bray, like A. Oh, Bray. I think it's Braden. Got it. Braden. Take it away, Braden.
We'll see if you got it the next time I'm on. So
Braden.
Here's what I know for sure, that learners are achievers. Those who are willing to learn and those who are willing to put in the work to learn their craft and to learn their niche are those who achieve. And at the end of the day, that it's when you stop learning when you most need to be concerned. Because when you stop learning, then you might as well say success is not possible. Because those who are successful are the ones who are willing to learn and to put in the work and to put in the time to achieve the things that they truly want to achieve. And also, at the end of the day, we can't do this alone. We've got to be in community with other people, because the fact of the matter is that your blessing, your next client, your profit, and your growth is in somebody else's Rolodex, somebody else's phone, somebody else's relationship, somebody else's community. And without the connection, without the community, without the relationships, it's almost impossible, or perhaps impossible, for you to really grow your business and live the life that you truly want to live. So first, we got to know that we got to be learners. We've got to be dedicated to learning our craft, learning our niche, so that we can be the individuals we're called to be. Secondly, you got to be in community. You got to be in relationship with other people, because nobody has it all. And the fact of the matter is that the eye can't say to the nose, we have no need of thee. The hand can't say to the feet, we have no need of thee. The fingers can't say to the hand, we have no need of thee. Because at the end of the day, they all work together to accomplish a common goal. And so, similar to that, we all work together in order to accomplish our goals. What I know for sure is that life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be lived. And if you're doing things that are not helping you to live life, you need to ask yourself, why am I doing it? And if every day you are frustrated, you are lethargic about what you're going to do every day, you got to ask yourself, am I really living life? Don't go the rest of this year having to ask yourself, are you really living life? What you need to be asking yourself is, who do I need to become in order to live the life that I truly want to live? Be in community, be a lifelong learner, and ask yourself the hard questions so that the rest of your life is the best of your life.
Wow, Markeith, you are amazing. I'm gonna ask Markeith, just like I asked the Coney Prince, if you'd mind, like once a week, just donating an idea, sharing a tip that folks can do from a personal branding perspective. It can be something he could pre-record, or he can release that inside the group on Mondays. Would that work for you, Markeith? Where you could just share into the group, and they can experience what it's like, kind of learning from someone like yourself. I know you're a speaker. I know you're an author. I know you are available. You're available to coach. So if someone's out there right now and they need a speaker at their event, or a speaker at their conference, or a speaker on a webinar, or a speaker at on podcast, some of that nature, they'll be able to experience that with you. I know your schedule is busy. I know you got a lot going on. But once a week, can you share that on Monday morning? So when folks get going for the week, they say, wow, this is something that I can implement in my business that week. Is that something you can make a commitment to doing in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe?
Sure, I can make that commitment.
I put him on the spot. You can pre-record it, man. You got stuff in the queue. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. You're amazing. For all you folks out there, thanks a lot, Markeith. I'll be connected with you, man. By the way, thanks so much. Thanks for helping Cosette. She sent me a note like, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. She's in California. She's still watching. Like, I got to go. This is like a special episode, by the way. This is not how it's going to happen every single night. But it's amazing. It's funny. It happened because we're on travel, and we really focused on really just getting it completed, just making sure we get out there. Thanks for that, Markeith. I'll see you later, man. I appreciate you. God bless, man. All right. Out there who hung in there, who've been here hanging in. I want to know that I appreciate you. I want to know that you're all truly just really amazing. You're incredible. Tomorrow, maybe once a week, we'll do stuff like this. I'm probably going to do this tomorrow just because I'm on travel, and I want to help folks go from having POI strategy to implementing the POI strategy. So this episode was all about, at least you get the concept. Do me a favor, for those folks that are amazing, that are incredible. Let's give Marquise a digital applause. Let's give him a digital applause. Here's how we give him a digital applause. Look right below the video. Look right below the video, and just put "Great job, Marquise." Just put "Great job, Marquise." Just put "Great job, Marquise." Let's give him a digital applause. Let's recognize him for what he's done and for sharing of his time and sharing his expertise and being on a hot seat. That's not really hot, but you're like, oh man, everybody's watching. I'm taking notes. Can they hear me? Do they understand what I'm saying? Everyone did a great job. Tanisha Boyd Jones, I don't want to go. Look, I saw you send me a request. I'll bring you on. I'll tell you what, Tanisha, is that it? Tanisha Boyd Jones. You are hilarious. Oh my God. Okay. If you send me a request right now, I'll bring you on and say hello. I'll at least hear what you have to say. The rest of y'all can tune out. She and I have a private conversation. We'll find out what line of business she's in. These calls often go viral, by the way. They often go viral. So Tanisha, send me a request right now. I saw one. I don't know how I hit it. I don't know what I did wrong. I thought I had it. I saw it on there, and we'll learn what you do. Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I can't believe it. I'm curious what she even does, by the way. So this will be interesting. All right, so Tanisha, I'm sending you. It's saying adding, so it's trying to reach out to you now since you said you didn't want to go. Patricia Green said, "Great job, Marquise." Kimberly Flowers, oh my gosh, Kimberly Flowers, oh, she's amazing. Kimberly, I'm coming to San Antonio, Kimberly. I'll arrive in San Antonio tomorrow, and I'll be there for the whole week. We've got to get together. We've got to do this together. Like, we've got to hang out. Like, seriously, like, you and I, we got to do this together. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be, like, off the chain. Like, we could do it like this, Kimberly, but let's do it like we're kind of together. Let's do it like we're kind of together, by the way. And that'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right. So with that being said, a couple things I want to say. If you're out there right now, you haven't joined happyentrepreneurstribe.com, go over to happyentrepreneurstribe.com. It's www.happyentrepreneurstribe.com. Once you get there, you will be accepted into the group and join the group. Join the group, and we're going to connect with you. I see Tanisha sent me a request. I think I'm doing it right. I'm putting her on here, by the way. So maybe we'll see if it'll bring her on or not. If it does, that'll be great, and we'll recognize you. If it doesn't, that's fine as well. It's all black over there. Is that you, Tanisha? Hello? Hey, Tanisha, how you doing? Well, hello, you're doing well now. Do you have your headset in?
Hello.
Well, first of all, the good news is there's no echo. Typically, there's an echo when you're doing these things. I need to go find it really quickly. I can hear you, which is interesting. Oh, sure. She's come fired up, y'all. She came ready. Things supposed to happen.
Because
right,
when
Tanisha,
things are supposed to happen, they happen.
You're getting your headset. Although we can't hear you, by the way. You're getting your headset. Kimberly said, "Hey, Tanisha." No, go ahead and get it. Marquise said, "Thank you." Was he awesome or what?
No.
You have it? Well,
I
can
got
hear
it.
You loud and clear now. Look,
he's always awesome.
They're like, who is
Yes, can you hear me?
Who in the LL Cool J is raising their hand saying, "I'm not ready to go." You are amazing. The party's not over. Listen to you. Now, tell us, where are you located?
The party's not over. Okay, so I am Tanisha Jones. Most people call me Coach T. I'm trying to hook myself up.
Just hold the phone. Just prop the phone up.
These connections and kebabs and stuff like that.
Excellent, perfection.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to just hold the phone.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm Coach T, Tanisha Jones out of Dallas, Texas. And I am a licensed loan officer in 18 states. But as a coach, I coach real estate agents. Well, I'm an attraction strategist. So what I'm good at and my gifts and talents are attracting attracting
That is like
your
really cool.
target client so that you don't have to chase
Yeah.
it chase you.
I think you're.
Are you there?
I think your internet's going in and out.
Where are you?
Yeah. Look,
You've got to be kidding
going
me.
in and out. But here's my promise to you. If you're around
sucker.
tomorrow, because I told Kazette I'd do the same thing. I've never done this, by the way. It's only the second time I've ever done this, but I like this format. But tomorrow, if you're around, I will bring you on and we'll talk about your business from a POI strategy perspective. Does that sound good? Can you hear me? I think we may have lost her. All right. Thanks a lot, Patricia Green Godfrey. We lost her. She tried to get on, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. She did the best she could. Oh, this is hilarious. But her internet was not holding up. But it's okay because we tried. And we tried as well. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to close out strong. You guys are all amazing. As we close out strong, here's what I want you to know. Every single one of you are incredible. You are a sales visionary. You are a sales visionary. When you get up every single day, when your feet hit that ground, that feet hit that ground. I want to tell you something. I am a hashtag sales visionary. I am a hashtag sales visionary because you understand that sales is just how you develop the resources that you need in your business in order to what? Yeah, in order to execute the vision. So you're amazing. You're incredible. God bless every single one of you. Make sure you join us over at happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. I'll make sure we put the replay over there. The notes are over there. www. That's right. Happy Entrepreneurs with an S. happyentrepreneurstribe.com. Again, www.happyentrepreneurstribe.com. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you all success. Bye-bye for now. Look right below the video and just put your best is yet to come. That's how I close out. If you're out there, you're still watching, just look right below the video and put your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Because this is your time. This is your moment. And I believe for you, you're going to impact lives. You're going to make a difference. Look right below the video and put your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your what? Your best, I'm telling you right now, is yet to come. Thanks a lot, Patrice Green, your best yet to come. Kimberly, your best is yet to come. Michaela Courtney, your best is yet to come. Great job. Tanisha, remind me tomorrow. We're going to look at bringing you on. We'll be back with another episode of The Lab. Sales and marketing solutions for everyday entrepreneurs making a difference in the world. We show up to serve. Talk to you later. God bless.